Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. It is 8 hour Star Cup Battle of Regions. It is day two of the group finals. It's your boy Priest, and I'm coming straight to you live, bringing the action with me as well. And big shout out to Adar and METAGOOGOL.TECH. Give you guys a little bit of the action here that's been brewing. We did start off with over 24 teams in the regional round. The playoffs did have us play for six matches, 2 days in a row, and then the top 18 teams from there qualified to the group finals. And from these group finals, we're gonna have 5 matches a day, and then from that, we're gonna take the top 3 from this group and push them over to join the rest of the teams that have qualified and made their way to the grand finals. And those are the teams we'll be looking at for as the grand finals will give us 4 days of action with 5 matches a day. So that's going to give you an interesting thought of what exactly we are going to be looking forward to. But let's not forget 6,200 USD on the line and a little bit of big money there. That's a game changer if you didn't know. It's a big game changer, yeah. But if you are trying to get a hold of that prize pool money, you also have to put some points on the board. Have to get yourself that chicken dinner that is worth 10 points. And unfortunately, if you slip away to 9th to 16th, nothing for you. But starting the day, we have DRS. The masterclass, 65 points on the board, but Dewa United not letting them run away or get away that easily. Oya as well in 3rd place with 49. They're not too far off. A solid game will put them back into contention for that top 1 or top 2 finish, as Leo Esports will be hot on their heels, 48 points as well. Horror in 5th place with 36, and Genesis Esports did have a very good game coming into the final third of the previous day, and that gave them 34 points, but it's not enough. They will need to find more depth if they are trying to crack into that top 3. T2K as well, and Playbook Esports, 26 points, bro, with 9 in 9th place with 24 points as well. Hale Esports haven't really found their footing in the finals. They are all the way out down the bottom half of the leaderboard with 23 points, and STE in 11th place with 18. The table just starts to dwindle away as we go further. HGD, Enigma, YG, all sharing 15 points apiece. With 14. Unfortunately, Exquisite Esports, DR, and 141 have not been able to kick up any dust so far, unfortunately. But hopefully today will be the day they will rise up to the occasion and change the entire dynamic. But Haitami, Himson, these are the guys that are leading the charge. They are right in front. With Himson's got 16 elimination. Killer YT from DRS. I would be seeing more of him today, I believe. I would be seeing some more action coming in from him. But Dami and Himson, both from Leo Esports, so that's to give you an inkling here, an idea. 29 eliminations between them. So they already have a strategy. They already have something that they are doing here. But to what end? More to it than that one, but today we've got 5 maps for you, same as the previous day. We've got Ranger will be kicking off with a rank. Miramar will follow up in the next game. Then we will have Sanok, one time only, just in the middle there. Then we'll wrap around and head over to Ranger and close the day off with Miramar. So it all boils down to who is better where and what they like to do in specific types of maps. But it's not too outward, we did talk about the DRS masterclass, and I know we've got a lot of DRS fans in the chat. And Killer has been absolutely brilliant to watch. So yes, I'm curious to see what is going to pop off today. He's been absolutely magnificent to watch. Simple as well, and I think Delta might probably have 1 or 2 things to say too. So yeah, I'm gonna be looking out for them to see what they're gonna bring to the table, to see if they're gonna change the entire dynamic of the game, or if they're gonna run away with it, or if they're still gonna have some blowback from the likes of Dewa United, Leo Esports, Oya as well. Even Genesis, I can't write them off just yet because I know Master Ichi knows how to cook things up. But there's a lot riding on this. 5 games, there's a lot could happen in 5 games, man. There's an opportunity to take it away. Still, it's day 2. There's still a chance for something to happen. But I'm not gonna jinx anyone. I'm not gonna talk about anyone specifically anymore. But probably gonna wrap around back to it maybe around game 4 to give you guys an idea of what I'm feeling like, what the idea is, and yeah, I'm curious. Again, it is still going to boil down to map supremacy, and we know for a fact DRS know exactly what that Eranjo map is for, and this is going to give us a little bit of that dynamic, to work through. And yeah, I'm sure that everyone has their own strategy. Everyone has what it is they're trying to accomplish. But I'm not gonna bite off more than I can chew here, honestly, because there's still more to it than that. Absolutely more to it than that. But interesting playing path here from the west to the east. A little bit of yeah, I'll call it west to the east, cuts straight down the middle. A little bit of Yasnaya and Lipovka in there, Giorgio Pool. Most of those teams that do love to play around those positions will enjoy this one very, very much. But to what end? To what end? There's still a dynamic to follow through on it from there. But I would be interested in seeing who's gonna play from the south, as the play zone does cut straight down the middle. Genesis Esports. This might be the game for them. They are enjoying this a little bit too much, actually. There's a whole lot of teams here trying their absolute best to work something from that position. Again, there's so much chaos here. Horror, just looking for that position to break things open there. Malik peeks out the window. There's a little bit of Norcat's position again to navigate through. Ooh. Mafia Ninja picking up utilities left, right, and center. But Astro has been knocked away there immediately with the quickness. Switches to the Bison, tries to pop through. And his teammate is just landing? What? Imagine it being in the air the entire time your team is getting cooked. But the first thing is first, he's going to pop a grenade onto the left-hand side. Might do the trick here. A lot of intel has been given away, but he might blow his teammate up instead. And he's going to be tagged up. Unfortunately, no weapon in hand. But finally, decides to pick something up. Pops into the building. Might decide to play from the right-hand side. Point of view, about to give them a little taste of medicine there. But he might be hurt. He turns his back a little bit too much. And he might decide to spray. And he's going to be caught there. No health kit. Fortunately for him, he manages to get one. But it's a 2 versus 1. Surely he will be dropped. And he tries to pop right through. But unfortunately, that will be the end of Oya. Again, one of the teams in the top 3 getting cooked immediately. And now we have a game on our hands. The leaderboard just got open. And STE will be riding the coattails of that one. They will be enjoying that. That's a good one, but they did lose 2 in that process. It's going to be an interesting one there. Malik trying to pop one over, I believe, onto the guys from 141. And there's more to it than that one. Hora can bounce the grenade off the walls. It's all about physics. It's all about trajectory. Can you make it work? Again, I hate these areas, but we did see an engagement between these two teams on day 1, and I think the guys from Hora Esports actually came out on top. And it looks like they're about to do more of the same again. Sirius getting knocked away from the backside. Mafia Ninja to open the floodgates. Now the chaos about to brew again. Here comes No Fear. Pops one over the top. JD will be knocked away. He gets 2. Beautiful spray again from Mafia Ninja Malik. Beautiful combination. And we'll drop 141 all the way down to just 1 player. Again, Horror Esports showing exactly why they are who they say they are. Malik and the rest of the team just cooking them. But Rafai was able to snatch one away with the DBS. And the guys from Warrior Esports unfortunately had no idea that he was in that corner. He was able to catch one off guard. And this is why I hate this, these areas, man, these stairs, these buildings, all of that. It's never been for me. This is why I don't like it. You just get caught out here. You just get caught out, man. What a way to start the game and getting caught out right out the gate. But Supermazine from ADE, it's not the best way to start the day for him, but it's not too outwardly. Sitting in 15th, we'll have to reach deep into their pockets to bring out something very, very fortunate for themselves here, because could be a little dramatic. But there's more to it than that one, that's for sure. Could change the entire game if they're not mistaken, but they can play off of these positions. Again, could be a game changer, could be a dramatic game changer for them. But STE be circling as well. Hale have not been able to find that opening they're looking for. They can play from these outskirts, just outside of Milta. I think it would be nice for them to hold on to these positions. I mean, Sky only, NC2, Joker, and Tiger. This is the lineup that does the most damage. And I could tell you that Hale already have their plan coming into today's final. They're not going to let this one slip away from them, surely. But there's more to it than that one still. They can play around, but the play zone is not necessarily going to be the most favorable for them, but they will enjoy it. So we'll give them a little bit of output. Will be a breaker for them. But DRS playing with Delta, Killer, Roots, and Giante. So we've got there's no Simple today. I think there's someone else that's not here. I'm trying to recollect who that is. Hey guys, tell me in the chat, who am I missing? I think it's supposed to be someone else that I'm missing here, because I know Simple and someone else. I think they got swapped out for Giante and Roots, from the lineup that did participate in the playoffs. Well, probably find out as the game goes on. Enigma trying to play around the farm area. This would be a very solid position if the play zone allows. Can play off most of those teams that will be coming in from the north and a little bit of the central position, but T2K already as well, kind of driving a little bit too close to comfort there. There's some ops did shoot in that general direction, but I don't think they're going to engage any further. Can play off a 2-2 split, because you can see Jane is going to be held holding the backside. Hopefully they will be able to keep an eye out for any pertinent danger going forwards. As you can see, there's a little bit of AUG activity working through the angles there. They can play off of those positions again. Or from Nathan XQS, looking for that. Yeah, that's a beautiful spray, actually. I don't know how he's not been able to do enough damage to knock him away. But unfortunately, that's the only best Lufa Boy can do from this position. I mean, I do love their position. This is a very solid spot. But how much damage can they actually do? Will they take the advance? I don't think so. I think they can play the buildings instead. That would be more ideal. But they do have YG within their sights. And would they let them get Loki? Just playing off the backside. Will decide to play off a defensive position from for Yangon. Again, they can still going to be circling positions. It's too early for them to play the open terrain for the time being, but they should have buildings in sight, so they can actually defend the terrain when it does come through. But Hora still circling, still playing inside of Yasnaya. I've not been able to give away this position just yet. It is still inside of the play zone, and I think he's probably going to be in the next couple of play zones as well, so I don't see them moving away from here for the time being, actually. But T2K will also have the same idea, trying to break through and hold off in that position. Ooh, HGD now finally getting us a bang for their buck. Smoke's already coming out from Magic again, but might be a little bit premature. They will have to be careful. T2K are in a split, so they might get overwhelmed from two sides. HGD not being able to crack the opening code just yet, but Hale finally taking a little bit of an interesting lineup, playing off of roof to roof. You can see Joker and NC2 having fun on the roofs, but not a lot of eliminations do come out that way. But there are opportunities for them. Gonna be a little bit of a breaker there, but looks like DR will be caught out. And Hale Esports finally discovered by Bro. And they are one of those teams you have to be very careful to look out for. But it looks like Tiger drives a little bit too close. But we'll get the intel he's looking for. We'll probably reposition again from that position. But they were united. It looks like they will be clashing horns with DR. Long J has been knocked away there. 2-4-2. One out of players about to play from the southern side. And here comes the crash. DR looking for that opportunity to breach again. Switches to the DBS. First shot doesn't connect. Tries the second, but he's going to be dropped instead. And that's a beautiful follow-up through from that position. The backside now looking very, very dangerous. They were United getting overwhelmed from many angles. Can they hold on? Here comes Daybot. Takes this one advanced to himself. He's still got a player knocked away there. And probably is going to take the crash into that position. Probably going to get forced out. Here comes Long J again. He's going to be knocked out. Oh, that's a beautiful shot there with the DBS. Now the reset is already on, coming through. Here comes Zeal. Grenade. Tries to deal the damage there with a beautiful throwable to work through the eyes and the angles there. Daybot again tries to pop through, switches over again from the left-hand side. Tries to pop over to the right, but unfortunately it's not going to do enough for his position. But I think that will be wrapping things up, hopefully sooner rather than later. But I think they will have to circle around. We'll play a little bit of an opening position, but I think that will be enough for them. And I believe that will be the end of DR, courtesy of Dell United. 4 eliminations to them now, and they're much closer to DRS. But DRS sitting very pretty in that position. Hill now trying to get that open. NC2 hasn't been able to squeeze out 2 eliminations, but he's going to get another knock through. But the DBS will shut that down almost immediately. Joker now playing from the backside. Sprays into the deep, catches one. Beautiful spray as well. Tries to keep them at bay, but he's going to be caught out with a fantastic spray all the way from the backside. And Hill Esports now will be shut down almost immediately by Bro. And now we have a game on our hands. More and more and more. The action continues to brew up. Most of these teams will be playing from that Milta position. It's so interesting because Hill Esports actually had this position at the back of their hands, but unfortunately, he just got taken away. And now Yangon will be playing a little bit of a defensive stint. They've lost one vehicle parked in, so hopefully they will be able to at least have the compound for the next couple of circles, but they can only pray for that one because DRS have them in their sights. You already know what time it is. They're probably going to breach this and snatch that position for them and play a 3-1 split, probably have 3 in the building and have Killer play from the backside. That would be classic DRS behavior, but they are looking for that opening, I believe. Yangon have no idea for them. The moment they peek out, they will be hurt. So they will have to be very, very careful. Killer still keeping an eye on that position. But they do have to be careful. Tunnel vision is the enemy of many. They might get overwhelmed from the backside because they are not free on those ends. So it would take a little bit more than what they think. But Genesis finally pulling up to the scene. I believe they have a little bit of Exquisite Esports rotating from the north. Might take that position away from them. But Westie, we all love. But can he make something happen from that position? Master Ichi pops inside. Might decide to play off the back line of that entire southern side. But DRS, we've seen them win exactly from this position before, playing a lot across the street, holding the west and the east together. We've seen this play out before. This is exactly how they won. Can they do it again? Masterclass for another masterclass. Delta still has his eyes on the guys from Yangon Esports, trying to keep them, force them inside of the building, allow them to make a mistake. That would be the most ideal position. But Leo Esports are still in the mix, currently sitting in fourth place, but unfortunately they are playing as two. And that's just not necessarily the best way to kick things up. But it looks like Genesis biting off a little bit more than they can chew there. Westy getting knocked away by Leo Esports, but can they finish? Numbers advantage will come into play here. But currently sitting very, very strongly. Master Ichi pulls up to the northern side. Will be able to keep Exquisite at bay. They were the ones that got the knock away. And that was an interesting turn up for that position. Might be able to work through it, but it's gonna be a very interesting one, honestly. If they are trying to back through from that position again, they will be forced out. But there's more to it than that one. Master Ichi just has a little bit more contribution to them. But Liquid has been knocked away for Leo Esports, and he will be abandoned by Slipknot, unfortunately. And now the play zone is getting tighter and tighter. Oh, what a shift that is. All the way to the north. Shelter, Prison, and a little bit of Milta still in the game. Playbook Esports looking very, very strong here. They can play from that southeastern side. But for how long, though? They should be able to reposition and play as four from that open side. But DRS now would be the opportunity for them to breach inside of Milta without getting caught out. Spray again from Killer. But unfortunately, Gante has been knocked away upon his breach. And Delta now will not let this one rest. There United versus DRS. 1-for-1. Now is going to be a game changer here. Killer's managed to get 2 eliminations so far, but to what end? Can he play off the backside? Delta pops a grenade over the top, but unfortunately can't connect the grenade just yet. But Giante, I believe he can be getting picked up. And now that opening that DRS are looking for, hopefully they will be able to find it. But Killer finally makes it inside to get the reset up. Dewa United are down to 2 currently. Will be getting knocked away again with a beautiful grenade over the top. Now they're down 1. Roots is cooking once more. Tries to pop one over the top. Ziol will be the last one left. Switches to the DBS. Tries to pop one over. Tries to get the angles again, but he's giving away his position. Now the 1 versus 1 is sure. Now they can hold the position and the left-hand side. But Ziol moves over to the right. He's going to be dropped. He's going to be stopped. He manages to catch the DBS onto Delta, but he's going to be swarmed by a lot of DRS bodies. 5 eliminations for DRS, and Dewa United have been swept away. Genesis now have the ball in their court. Can they get the points that they need to climb into that top 3? The gates have been blown wide open by DRS, as Oya and Dewa United have been swept away, but Dewa United were able to get at least a couple of points on the board to put a little bit of distance between them and Oya as well. But Leo do have the opportunity, but unfortunately for them, they have just one player. Horror and Genesis, T2K, Playbook Esports all have full squads. Well, at least 3/4 of their squad. So they still have the numbers advantage over Leo Esports, but hopefully that will not be the case going further. Genesis now trying to breach in, coming in from that shelter position there. I think they're trying to play off the northern side. Hopefully they will not get overwhelmed, as Top Cheese looking for that angle for himself. Master Ichi playing off the eastern side. Might decide to spray off, because Prison is going to be a very, very difficult position for them to hold off again through. There's more to it than that one, that's for sure. But Slipknot, he's very exposed, actually. I don't think he's going to last very long in this position. He's going to be very easily caught out, especially if he starts to shoot away. Well, 4th row from Exquisite Esports, unfortunately, will be the next one to join his teammates back into the lobby. Like I said, Slipknot is going to be exposed. He's been spotted there. Yep. Quick. Yeah, I didn't see him surviving long there. He was so exposed. There's no way. No, we're not in a lobby like this. You're gonna get cooked immediately, bro. T2K will wrap that up, and Leo Esports will be sent away there in 12th place. Now, the the gates are even opened further as Leo Esports will bite the dust with no points on the board. T2K and Genesis have all the time in the world. Can they make something happen? Master Ichi, you can see him on that southwestern side, just south of Shelter as well. And T2K will be coming in to play from the northern side as well. Exquisite also coming in from the north, but I don't see UA surviving that very, very long. And now finally Enigma will be making their way out. But hopefully DRS don't catch them as they try to move out from this position. But DRS have improved their position after taking out Dewa United, so they will be able to hold off that angle for the time being. Hopefully the play zone will not be unfriendly towards them. YG again trying to keep a defensive line. Pops a grenade just over the top. Fortunately, Marcon. Oh, Marcos will be hurt. That grenade was very, very hurtful. Oh, that's a nice grenade, actually. Didn't have the right idea, but the execution was a little bit lacking. And TZ's now looking for that opening as well. Has the DBS in hand. Yangon, can they defend? It is Enigma trying to breach. That's a fantastic grenade. TZ's going to be hurt. One touch is all it takes. Surely he's going to be dropped. He is going to be dropped immediately with the UMP. Now another angle again. Falls immediately there. Beautiful shot to seize through. 1 HP, but he's going to be dropped again. By the backside, DBS swings it through. The Molotov cocktail will burn. Enigma falling one after the other, trying to circle back. Marcus again with the DBS, closes that one out. Beautiful finish and a fantastic defensive position from YG could keep Enigma all the way out without losing too much bodies. But now the play zone is starting to force them out of that position. As Genesis Esports know exactly what time it is here. They're trying to breathe through. Westy peeked out a little bit too much, and he's going to be hurt almost immediately. Master Ichi now trying to pop through onto that Holden side to keep them at bay. But here comes Subi again, trying to circle back with the UMP. Tries to give them that ice. He hops inside. But the DBS will shut that down immediately. YG up 5 eliminations and a beautiful position that they can reap. And they can reap from the play zone again. They can hold that one off. Mafia Ninja and the rest of the guys from Horror looking very, very solid here, but they have lost one. But that will not be stopping them at all. YG on the cusp of a 20-pointer. Genesis Esports lose yet another body. Will be Westy this time. He couldn't get picked up. Master Ichi now will be the next victim inside. You can see the grenades trying to pop right through. He's gonna be hurt. 1 HP. And another grenade surely will seal the deal now. Unfortunately, he manages to get his HP bars up. It's all about the physics. Can he bounce the grenade around? AD finally catching the guns from DRS. Super Mazine will be the one, but Gante will shut that down immediately. YG will bounce another one away. Falls back. Mafia Ninja pops another grenade. The onslaught continues onto Genesis Esports' only remaining player, Master Ichi, trying to master that position. You can see him just trying his absolute best to work through, but Ritz has been knocked away. DRS in serious danger now. Giante will be knocked away. Or rather, Giante, who was knocked away, has gotten picked up, but they've got 7 eliminations to bag about here. So they are increasing the point gap, but ADE looking very strong up to that northern side. And this might be the opposition that DRS have been looking for. But here comes Gante. He will be going for the reset. We do love to see that one. T2K now playing from the backside. Love has been knocked away, though. Can he make something happen from that position? There's a lot riding on that angle, though, if he can make it happen. Here comes Suyok, looking over the horizon to gather as much intel as possible. That there's more to it than that. He has to be very, very observant As the guys from Bro will close that one out. Genesis Esports back into the lobby. They will go, courtesy of Bro. Master Ichi, unfortunately, there's only so much he could do for his team. But here comes Jane trying to work through, but he peeks out a little bit too much. He's going to be hurt immediately by Playbook Esports, and they will snatch that angle immediately from him, trying to feed the intel to the rest of his teammates. And Playbook Esports have every angle covered here. They were looking very, very strong coming in from that Milter power position. And now it's starting to pay off. One after the other, they start to drop the bodies. Roots now will take some serious play zone damage, and DRS will be getting shipped away one after the other again. And now it's all left to Rig. Suyog, the last two hopefuls for T2K, and I believe DRS, that will be the end of them sooner rather than later. Again, to work through again that northern side. Mafia Ninja has been spotted so far with a couple of sprays to work through. Bro are just cooking today. 7 eliminations for them. They are shifting higher and higher on the leaderboard, but so is Hora. They've got 5 for themselves as well. Now Rig is trying to play off the top side again. I believe Exquisite Esports is on the down low, trying to get an angle to work through. Rig has an idea of their position, might decide to pop a grenade over the top, and that might do the thing that they needed to do. That's a nice grenade. Was probably going to hurt, but he's going to be dropped immediately there over to the backside from Horror Esports. He peeked up a little bit too much, and he will be hurt. But here comes Suyog trying to work through, tries to pop the DBS over to the top side. He's going to be falling back again. And they will be forced, but Nathan will be swept away as well. And now Exquisite Esports will be down to 1. Playzone is going to hurt this one a little bit too much, but he's going to be dropped again. Might work through, but unfortunately, Suyog will shut that down immediately. And UI will be going back into the lobby courtesy of T2K. Now they're down to 1. Can he get the reset? Yes, I believe. But the play zone is already there, unfortunately, and he will not be able to get that reset onto his teammate. But he's going to be stopped as well by Hora. Beautiful spray across. Now another opportunity from Hora to snatch this one away. 8 eliminations. Looking for more. Angles on angles coming in from Malik as well. He's trying to pop one over. Smoke's already coming out. Here comes Hora again. They're looking for that finish. They're looking for that fire. T2K receiving another grenade, and I believe that will be the end for them. Playbook Esports and Hora in a 4 versus 3, but Mafia Ninja getting spotted out immediately as well. And I talked about it. Playbook Esports had a perfect position. Now they're showing exactly why. Riding through, mowing the lawn. What a beautiful finish from Playbook Esports. They didn't even lie, man. What a play that was. That was Playbook stuff. Now I know exactly why they're called Playbook Esports. What a finish that was. They had it in the bag. They had the entirety of Hora in the bag, man. They had the entire team in the bag. They knew exactly what they were doing. They had all of the intel. It was just like they were reading it from a playbook. And I saw their position, earlier in the game when they were coming in from Milton. I said, yeah, they have a very solid position. All they have to do now is play as 4, and that's exactly what they did. And they came out on top. Federales and Killer with 4 kills apiece. 4 eliminations apiece, actually. Killer still in that MVP battle. Not letting that one slide at all. But Ryman is the man of this match. I believe he was doing a magnificent job for Playbook Esports, but Playbook Esports still a little bit on the far side, but this performance will put them in there as well. As you can see, Malik from Hora Esports was able to keep his foot on the necks of the ops. That should tell you exactly what this guy is about. But it's not over just yet. Could be a little bit more timing to it than that. There could be a little bit more into it. 700. I'll call that 700 damage, and I would call this 600 as well for Federales and Malik. There's more to it. But, ladies and gentlemen, 20 points for Playbook Esports, 10 eliminations. And Hora in second place with 14. Bro in third place with 12. DRS in fourth place with 9. Exactly that performance that you would know about DRS. They will continue to put points on the board, but they're not necessarily the best in Miramar. So this might be an opportunity for other teams to step up. T2K in 5th place, YG in 6th with 5, and STE in 7th with 5 as well. AD in 8th place with 4. Dara United in 9th place with 4. Exquisite Esports in 10th place with 3. There's a little bit of rising analogies coming in from that one, but Yali actually did 311 that distance, and there was a total of 63 eliminations, 59 knockouts. So for 59 knockouts, there were 63 eliminations. That's to tell you that those people that are getting knocked were getting cooked immediately. 14 total rescues. Not a lot of pickups used in there, but there's more to it than that one. And here comes the overall rankings. DRS still in touch, trying to move that needle farther and farther. Now they're 9 points away from Dewa United. That's a cruel finish. But Playbook Esports are now in the contention with 46 points. Now 5 points away from that top 3 finish. Horror as well, 1 point away. Leo in 3 points. Basically, I believe this battle is from 2nd place down. I think DRS have cracked the code for this one. I think they're fine. It's all about being mentally fine now. But points-wise, I think Dewa United, Oya, and Horror, Leo, Playbook Esports, even T2K, even Genesis with Bro are still in it. I think they're still in it for that 3rd place. There's still a lot of work to be done. There's still so much. It's not too far off. It's actually not too far off. 36 points apiece for 8th place and 9th place. Yeah, nothing too otherworldly going on here. 51 points for Oya. I mean, it's not crazy. It's absolutely not crazy. Horror, if they can keep this up, I think they can snatch it away. If they can keep this up, I think they can snatch it away. There's absolutely all to play for inside of this game. So, but yeah, we do have Miramar coming up for you. Next is the 8R Stars Cup Battle of Regions, brought to you by 8R and METAGOOGOL.TECH. Don't forget to head over to METAGOOGOL.TECH. METAGOOGOL.TECH. Head over there, download the app, and stay up to date with all of our content. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a little break. By the time we return, Miramar is going to be right there waiting for you. I'll just take over. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of technical difficulties there, but it's been resolved. And now we are back into the action. Oh, that's a nice shot there, but DRS biting off a little bit more than they can chew there. And unfortunately, the scenes here will not allow us to know exactly what's going on. But DRS trying their absolute best to deal with Exquisite. It's going to be a tricky one, though. Giante pops a grenade over the top. Now, there will be a little bit of a margin. Because you know exactly that DRS are not necessarily the strongest Miramar team. But not the worst either. Ooh, that's a nice spray, actually. Beautiful spray to follow through from Killer. But unfortunately, you will not be able to see that through. They are playing off the terrain, trying to... We know the DRS strategy. You know exactly what they're trying to do. Trying to box them in, trying to squeeze XQS in with the utilities, with the grenade. Oh, 2 for 2. Giante pops one over. And this might be the opening that DRS have been looking for. They will not be relenting. Another grenade. Nathan will be the next one to follow through. UI will swallow that last grenade. And surely he will be able to hold off. And take a look at Rox's position. He's trying to pop through. But unfortunately, he's been discovered. And hopefully he doesn't get thrown out of his buggy. And that was an unseemly engagement there, but Nathan will be finished off by Giante. Beautiful position. DRS getting overwhelming for Exquisite. Just take a look at the angles. Grenades going over the top, and that one will connect. Fourth row. Knocks Giante clean off. Genesis in the backside, giving them hell, actually. Giving DRS a lot of problems. They cannot push this through due to the fact that Genesis is on the backside. But I think Giante can get picked up because Exquisite will not be forced to come out into the open to make that confirmation. Would be a wiser choice for them. But don't know what the plan is here. Oh, Genesis actually will steal that one away. That is the danger, you know, of playing off of the angles there. That is what is going to happen to you every single time. There's going to be more to it than that one. There's going to be hell to pay every single time you play off the angles. Genesis will actually squeeze into Exquisite Esports there and start to rip them apart one after the other. Genesis will have a lot to do here. 8 eliminations in the bag for Genesis. Let's make that an extra one. Let's make that 9. And this is one of those teams I told you guys about that I didn't write them off just yet. And they've been looking for this opportunity so far. They are very, very, very solid when it comes to Miramar. And that's to show you why. Man, that boy and the rest of the guys from Genesis looking for that opening, about to make it 10. And now this is the performance that will catapult them deep into that top 5. This is Leo Esports already sent back into the lobby. This one will not, they will not like this one at all. But that will never be the idea, sir. Gonna be a tricky one still for Exquisite Esports. They 2 eliminations courtesy of 4th row, but Genesis surely know exactly what they're trying to do here. They're trying to close this out relatively very quickly. Not trying to be too extra, really. It'll be a little bit of a nicer for them. Some utilities to work through for Genesis. Hopefully they will not power away. Here comes the opportunities for them to pop right through, and that will be the end of Exquisite Esports. Biting off a little bit more than they can chew, that's for sure. There's activity for Horror. They're up to 5. They really stopped them either way, but they have all of the world to treat for that one, honestly. There's going to be a little bit of more action to breathe through, honestly, because DRS will still be in the loop here, but they've lost 2. Hopefully they will not lose more. Ooh, what's peeking out there? That one would hurt him a little bit more. We'll have to be very careful taking on any further engagements. Hopefully they will not allow this lead that they've got to slip away. Miramar, like we said, is not necessarily the strongest suit. And Horror already on the advance, trying to pop into that 60-point margin just to be within reach. They're looking like they have a strategy, looking like they have an idea here, you know. So there's more to it than that. There's so much more to it than that, you know. Yeah, the angles. These are the problems. Killer peeps out, sprays deep into No Fear. Can't seem to connect the shots just yet, and that has never seemed to be his problem at all. At least in the opening engagements, you know, that never seemed to be his problem. That's for sure. Now DRS will be able to hold on, at least for the time being. There's still more action to work through. Oya finally getting a kind of start that they've been looking for. So you can see Astro just trying his best to spray into that open pocket of space there, but Horror will not let this one slide away. Numbers advantage might work into favor here. Sky9 with a DBS. We shut that down immediately there to force through onto the guys from Enigma. Sky9 has been hurt. He's down to 1 HP, trying to circle around and get an opening onto the guys from Enigma. Pops the grenade deep, and that one will connect. Astro knocked away. Enigma now looking for the upper hand. Grenade onto the backside, trying to hold off. And Oya now losing 2 bodies immediately with the effect. And now another opportunity for Enigma, but they're already 2 players down. And their last player is too far off to count. And it looks like Oya will be able to do this one just by the lonesome. They do pop a grenade again over to the guys from Horror, but they will be here hightailing it and getting out of danger. And there's going to be a whole lot more to that. You can see the sprays continue, actually. There's more to it than that. Trying to hold on again. More tricky positions here. Oh, that's a nice shot. But Oya still playing off of the defensive position. They are going to be forced into defense. There'll be a little bit of an outstanding position still. They've got 2 eliminations, but can they make something happen? It looks like Genesis will be pulling up to the scene. And Genesis is already on 10 eliminations, and they've only lost 1. So you already know that they have exactly what they've been looking for so far. Everything has been working in their favor. Can they breach? Oh yeah, again, Genesis looking super strong. And Yumzai now trying to pop a grenade back onto the walls. And that one will hurt. He has to be very careful. There's no hit markers for grenades, I believe. And probably one for a Molotov cocktail. That might do the trick. He does have to be careful. Cannot play off the back line. Again, that's a good grenade just outside. And anyone who pops that one surely will open the gates. It's going to be a very defensive side. Here we go again. Genesis trying to play from the high ground. Master Ichi, grenade onto the left-hand side. They're trying to breach, trying to keep Oya at bay. And when he pops through, surely will be dropped. Molotov deep into the ground there. Yumza again, what a beautiful angle. Takes 2 from Oya again. Now is an opportunity for them to squeeze through. He's trying to get his HP levels up. He's going to be dropped. Another angle again to pop through from Oya, trying to hold off to the angles. And Master Ichi now trying his absolute best to keep them at bay, but he's going to be dropped as well. 1, 2, 3, trying him through again, but he's going to be stopped by Manap Boy. Genesis will come out on top with 13, and it looked very, very close. It looked very dangerous there. Point of view was going to give them a point of view of the lobby, that's for sure. But Oya doing a magnificent job of holding on at least till the final third. Did manage 3 eliminations out of all of that, but that will not be enough. The top 3 teams right now is DRS, Dewa, and Horror. Again, Oya have been squeezed out, but it's not too late. 49 points on the board for Genesis. They're still within touching distance of Horror as well, but Horror still have very, very strong ties to the community right here as they continue to spray ADE over to the northern side. Love will catch a couple of shots, and that will be enough, but Suyog will be getting caught out and will be getting flushed. Back into the lobby he goes. T2K still playing off of an angle there, trying to deal with the northern side, but Super Myzine exposed himself and will be punished almost immediately. T2K will not let this one slide away. They're up to 3, trying to play it from the left-hand side. STE in the northern side. Love still trying to hold off again. He is going to spray onto the left-hand side as Mori again will be caught out. Dropped immediately with the UMP. Flushed as well. Beautiful position from T2K. The northern side at the angles are looking very, very tight. But ADE playing super defensive, and he will be dropped with a DBS. And ADE will still hold on this position just at the bottom of the mountain. And Playbook Esports surely will have them in their side. Dewan United peeking off and biting a little bit more than they can chew, and Killer will shut that down almost immediately, trying to get his HP back up, and they might decide to pop a grenade instead. And a beautiful spray to follow through from Roots again with the Scar L. Drops him immediately. Dewan United on the back foot for the 3rd time. Daybot getting caught out by the northern side, and they might be able to play off of these positions, but DRS looking stronger by the minute, but unfortunately for them, they still don't have big numbers in the game just yet, and hopefully they will be able to circumvent and circle the position again to work through. But here comes the opportunity for No Fear and the rest of the guys from Horror Esports. They're up to 7. DRS now taking super care of their position. Killer will shut that down immediately, but now they will have to do a little bit of traveling in a couple of minutes to move into the next phase of the circle, as we are down to 10 teams and 24 bodies inside of the lobby. Again, STE still looking very, very strong in that position. Not been breached just yet, but I don't think they've got a lot of eliminations to work around. So the points will not count as much if they do not get a chicken dinner to close this out. Playbook Esports still looking strong onto that northwestern side. They can play from that position at least onto the Playzone starts to squeeze them out. DRS still looking very, very strong as well. Enigma down to 1, but I think they have just a good position. If they are trying to make a rotation there, they might use the vehicle, but they were United down to 1 as well. And I think oh, they're not down to 1, they're down to 2. They do have one player knocked away. So we'll have a lot to circle back from, but 13 eliminations from Genesis Esports. You already know what time it is. They know exactly what they're trying to do here, but can they make it happen? DRS still looking for that opening, trying to breach through. Angles and angles, looking tighter by the minute. It's a whole lot of teams in here. It's a whole lot of teams in this position. YG are down to 2. They are looking for that opening, but Aura do have their sights set onto that outside of that southern side, trying to catch a glimpse of DRS as they make their way into the next phase of the circle. And now there is no time. 30 seconds out before they get squeezed out. This is not the play zone you want to play with. Surely STE already on the move here. Newbie trying to keep the rest of those teams at bay. They will not allow them to breach. You already know what the strategy is, but the play zone is not going to be friendly either. They cannot tank this blue zone. It's going to hurt. Can play off from the post office, as DRS will be trying the absolute best to circle inside. The north looking very, very strong for DRS. Genesis and a bunch of other teams like Playbook Esports will be there. YG, Marcus getting caught out. Beautiful spray to follow through. Killer kills again. Drops that one. Shazam will be back into the lobby courtesy of Killer. DRS up to 6. 80 points within reach. And the placement points have still not started counting. You do not want to get caught out here. STE now getting caught out from the backside. And courtesy of Sky, Hora now looking very, very strong, but Bro is in front, and they will lose another body courtesy of STE. 762 surely has the angles on Sky's position. He sprays into the deep, catches a couple of shots, but unfortunately will not be able to count for much. Playzone is hurting, but unfortunately he catches one. Can he catch the second? No, he cannot. Playzone will clean him out of the lobby, and back off he will go. But Hora doing a magnificent job of getting themselves some serious numbers there. I believe they just breached 60 points. But now it's all left to Genesis Esports. They're up to 38. They're up to 39. The numbers are starting to increase for Genesis Esports. This is the kind of game that they would like. They're up into the 50s now. And with this performance, they might just climb over to Oya and get into that 4th place. But a chicken dinner will change the entire dynamic because DRS is down to 1. And Genesis and Playbook Esports do have the highest number of players alive with STE. It's not 3 players apiece. Playbook Esports just got a chicken dinner. Is there an opportunity for them to make it back-to-back? Michi sprays deep for Playbook Esports, catching a couple of shots towards the guys from STE, and will catch one down. Killer finally discovered. Back into the lobby he will go. Dewa United still up to 1. But Playbook Esports looking so dominating from this top half, taking yet another body away from the guys from STE, but it's an unfortunate turn of events because they do not have enough numbers here. And here comes Menat Boy getting caught out. He popped the grenade a little bit too long, but he's going to be stopped as well. Yali sprayed away. Michi trying to pop through from the left-hand side. Here comes Moon Boilers, pops a grenade over the top. Master Ichi now trying to hold off on the rest of the guys from Genesis. There's so much opportunity there, but from Yumza is trying to play off the back end. A chicken dinner right now will change everything entirely, and Moonballers is going to be hurt by that grenade, but unfortunately he will not be stopping that reset, as they do have numbers advantage to work through in their favor. As you can see, Michi's trying to pop through from that western side, trying to get the off angle. But if you take a look at Genesis, they are playing a 2-1, 2 players in front, 1 behind, and that will give them a lot of ground to cover. But STE is on the ground floor. They might get an opportunity to play spoiler here. And now Moonboiler is getting caught out by Yumza and knocked away as well with the UMP. An opportunity to get the finish. Surely he's swept away. Genesis again dropping another body. Genesis trying to steal this chicken dinner away from Playbook Esports, and it looks like every second that they're alive, it looks that much certain. Yali pops a grenade over to the top side and trying to keep them at bay, but Genesis will not let this one slide. Master Ichi and the rest coming in from the top, trying to squeeze them in, and it looks like Genesis have this one in the bag. All they have to do is play the split 2-1. And that's exactly what they're doing. But STE might be the spoiler here. They do not have an idea of STE's position. This might be a tricky one. You can see 762's just inching it closer and closer to the players. And Skadi is also looking for an opening of his own. A grenade over to the top might change everything here. But Genesis have so many bases, so many angles. Yali's prone inside of the bushes, hiding like a hunter hunting his prey, and Umza might be spotted there. He's spotted, and he's going to be knocked away by Ichi. And Ichi will catch an angle. Yumza will be swept away. Now it's 2 apiece. 2 players apiece for each team. Genesis do not have the advantage anymore. And STE have made sure of that, courtesy of that M249. And Michi has been a pain in the side. Playbook Esports now have an equal chance of getting a back-to-back chicken dinner. It's not been done so far. Will they be the first team to do it? Master Ichi sprays inside again, catches a couple of shots onto Yali's position, but Menat Boy trying to close that one out as well. Sprays deeper and deeper, might be hurting to the play zone there. And he squeezes out. Smokes will do the trick. Playbook Esports again, catch another body. Skadi will be the next one to follow through. Master Ichi getting caught out again, but Yali's going to be dropped away by Menat Boy and Genesis. We'll shut that down immediately. That position was absolutely brilliant from Genesis Esports. And that could tell you exactly why they did what they did. And now you love to see it. You love to see it, don't you? You absolutely love to see it. Genesis Esports taking that chicken dinner, ladies and gentlemen. Now that is how you make it happen. That is how you close things out. 8 eliminations from that boy there. Almost 1,000 points worth of damage. And the angles he had were absolutely brilliant. Playbook Esports for a second looked like they were going to steal that one away. But that was not the case. And that boy almost doing 1,000 damage. Same thing with Yumzai. Was a opportunity for him to steal that one as well. But Genesis Esports, chicken dinner and big numbers. Yeah, I'm there. I am absolutely there. I am totally there. I am there. I see it. I raise you a couple. Baby girl from, I'm trying to remember who Baby girl is now because I believe the name has changed. But inside of the, I think inside of the production packet, the name has not been updated. But I'm pretty sure I'll get the hang of it sooner rather than later. I think it might be Sky. I think it might be Sky. I think a Baby girl is Sky now. So based off of performance alone, really. It's really based off of performance. But ladies and gentlemen, take a look at the points. 29 from Genesis Esports. Now that's how you make a standing. And I told you, didn't write them off at all. They were super capable of making things happen. And that's to tell you something about Genesis Esports. Horror as well in second place, looking very strong. But they only managed 10 eliminations. STE in third place with 9. 9 as well for DRS again. Back-to-back 9s. They still continue to put points on the board. That is how you know a very solid team. Playbook Esports managing to get 8. Chicken dinner would have changed so much for them, but unfortunately couldn't do too much. Kenneth for Dell United was able to get a big boost, 327. So that's the big one. 174 birds used, 63 total knockouts, and 60 eliminations. So you already know what time it is. Those teams were doing exactly what they needed to do. So that should tell you exactly what they've been on the ground for. But Killer is leading the pack with 21 eliminations. He's been absolutely brilliant so far. He has been giving off that MVP aura for the longest. So that should tell you exactly who this guy is. He is that guy. He is the man. 21 eliminations so far, and we're just into match 2 of today. That should tell you what is going on. And take a look at that. Genesis into the top 3. Chicken dinner, be damned. They made it happen. Now they're within reach of Dawa United with just 7 points. It's not over at all. Horror is still in the mix. 60 as well. And Playbook Esports boosting even further. The chicken dinner would have changed things for them, but unfortunately, Genesis was able to snatch it away from them. And now they're in 5th place. Oi as well, slipping away into 6th, but Playbook Esports with the same points as them. Leo, unfortunately, have not been able to find their footing today. And now they've slipped away into 7th place with 49. T2K as well slipping away into 8th. And bro, have not moved a muscle either. STE, best performance for them so far, gets to see them move into the top 10. Hale, ADE, YG, still in the 20s. HGD, Enigma, and Exquisite Esports still haven't been able to do something so far. HGD do have a chicken dinner, but it's not been enough. It has not been enough so far. I believe that chicken dinner is the point that they've got. I don't think they've been able to get anything else since then, so that's crazy, man, but hopefully DR and 141 will rise to the occasion and give us something at least to work through again to circle back, but could be more to it than that, gonna be a little bit of a tricky one if they are going to play off of those positions. But ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be an interesting one because that top 3 is not over just yet. I mean, dare I say, Genesis Esports is still within touching distance of DRS. Just 20 points, really. It is just 20 points. Chicken dinner and this kind of performance again, we'll see them in 1st place. And DRS might be displaced But we'll be heading into Sandhawk very shortly. So yeah, I don't think Genesis have the strongest Sandhawk presence, but I believe they do have um something for Sandhawk. Something for Sandhawk. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will return for Sandhawk in a couple of minutes. So do not touch that dial. It's the ADAR Stars Cup Battle of Regions Group Finals Day 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It's the 8-hour Star Score Battle of Regions. It is your boy Priest bringing the action, and it is 8-hour and METAGOOGOL.TECH. Showtime is blow time. It is Sandhawk action now, as we already know what time it is. Now is the opportunity for most of these teams to showcase how violent they can get. And that's what we're here for, aren't we? We're here for the violence, you know. We're for the big jumps in the violence. So I'm looking forward to seeing who is going to be rising to the occasion today. That will be the big one. Because we did see, I think it was Leo Esports that rose to the occasion the last time. You know, that was the team that chose the... Ooh, some chaos already brewing here. Looks like 1-4-1, biting off a little bit more than they can chew there. JD trying to get an angle through. I believe it's the guys from Bro they're trying to deal with. And the chase is on. He's trying to force it. 2 versus 1, switches off, but he's going to be dropped immediately with the DBS. That will be a closeout shop. Bro will lose 1 player as well. Master Ichi, you can see Genesis already hitting the ground running. 1-4-1, unfortunately getting overwhelmed, but they do have a hacker in the mix here. And that boy getting dropped away by ADE. Again, there's so much chaos brewing as well, but he's going to be dropped as well. Malik, no fear, working hand in hand. YG will manage to escape the danger, but Marcus will be caught out. Now DRS, we saw them get overwhelmed here, I believe, by Playbook Esports in this same position on day 1. And now Michi getting cooked. Myron again tries to pop the DBS over to the top side, but Killer with a jump shot will close that one out immediately there. But Moonboyless is trying to get his HP back up. But DRS tearing through Playbook Esports, trying to keep them from succeeding. And Moonboyless surely has been spotted. The audio cues gave him away. Michi back into the lobby. He will go. Playbook now down to 1. Moonboyless has been heard. Surely they know exactly what position he's at. And can he take one with him? He's going to be tagged a little bit more, but he will be hurt by Killer. DRS up to 4. Playbook Esports will not have an opportunity to climb any further. But now it's a matter of the rest of the teams tanking them down. As 1-4-1 will be looking for an opening against the guys from Bro even more. Peak angles, peak positions, I might add. But could be a little bit of a wake-up call for 1-4-1 because they are playing as 3. And now it's a 2 versus 3 against guys from Bro. They do have more angles, more bases covered. But we have 1 elimination, the piece as well. Hainan is the place to be right now if you're trying to get those numbers up. But no fear. The rest of the guys from Hora have a lot to do here because their counterparts are not letting this one slide. But S12K will shut that down. Ooh, look at that. Take a look at that stabby stab from No Fear. S12K and knife combination will close that one out. And YG slip away. 1 player left. Yeah. Playbook positions for Hacker. Still holding up to that bit of a northern reach. But grenades. More and more grenades. Ooh. Ooh, 1 more. Federalis might get caught out if he's not careful. He is hurt. He's hurt a little bit. And inside as well will be the next one to be hurt for HJD. Oh, JD getting caught out there. That was a nice spray from range. Now will be the opportunity for Federalis to make the push, surely. He's not going to make it early enough. Molotov to the ground floor. Just serve right through. But JD, is he aware that Federales is already up there? Might decide to pop the grenade over, and a DBS with a Molotov cocktail combination will close that one out. Hacker catches the first with a DBS, sways in from side to side. Surely will catch the angle again. 2 for 2 down. Hacker now, can he take a three-piece? Jump shot might do the trick. And 1 for 1 might pop this one over. Hacker's taking 2 down, trying to reload. Now the jump shot might do the trick for 1 for 1 onto the guys from Bro. 2 down. Jump shot again. Tries to pop through. Phasing through the angles. DBS versus DBS. Federales versus Hacker. 1 for 1. Can he make it happen? Switches up again. Tries to peek into the corner. Yes, he does. Hacker has hacked the code. 1 for 1 will come out on top in a 4-piece. For Hacker, he has been the man even since the playoffs. Has made it happen. For 1 for 1, stealing it away from the guys from Bro, and what a way to kick the game off. Now DRS still in a tricky spot. It's a tricky out position still. Can he make it happen though? There will be more to it than that one for picking links. They have to pick a link still. But Dewa United, you can tell that this is the team that has done their research. They know exactly what they're doing there. They're trying to derail DRS, trying to box them in. Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, is how this is something you would learn from, because we're going to see here how Dewa United will make this happen. First things first, you have to pay attention to is the fact that Dewa is a 3-man. They are playing as 3. They've lost the player already. DRS doesn't know that yet, unless they've read the feed. That is the only way they would know that. If they did pay attention to the feed, they would know that. But for the sake of transparency, let's say that DRS do know that Dewa have lost the player. But now, for the fact is, or rather the fact is, they don't know it's Dewa United. They have no idea. It's Dewa United that's out there, unless maybe by the sake of outfits, and they do know some outfit. Ooh, HDD driving a little bit too close for comfort, but the breach has already started to happen. So let's see if DRS can hold that defensive line against Dewa United. But Roots has gotten caught off there, and their position has been given away. Delta trying to break through into the angles there. Roots hopefully will be getting picked up, but no, the DBS from Killer will shut it away. Now Dewa's down to 2, and the reset is on. And if you take a look, that is the beauty of the numbers advantage, and that is the beauty of DRS positional awareness there. They know exactly the angles they will play from that will give them cover from at least multiple exposed angles from Dewa United's position. Gante still playing from inside of, I believe that's Sammy. They're still playing from inside, so they continue to hold off the defensive line. And I think Dewa United, if they know what's good for them, they will get out of dodge, because it's about to get real ugly for them real quick. Behind sight now, can he get his numbers up? Can he pick up utilities? Ooh, miners up. Yup, run over immediately. HGD again falling short as they give a couple of points to STE. Losing yet another set of bodies. Boss Cooper is here for Enigma, trying to partner out some utilities and positions. There will be a little bit more for them to work through, but the angles are very, very overwhelming for Enigma. I think they can play off of the northern side and the northern positions. There's more to it than that one. But the west, super free though. Leo Esports can make that rotation. A little bit of a bridge cross on that western side. They can play, and I think that's the move they're already making. Liquid is already leading the charge, and I think they can play from that position. All free as well. Hathin is free for them. It's all theirs. It is all theirs. I would love to see if Leo Esports can make something happen with that, the entirety of the West at their disposal. We will be coming back to them because I would really love to see what they do with all of that intel and all of that action and all of that position. Oh, that's a nice spray to follow suit. Hale will lose yet another one. NC2 will be knocked away, sent back into the lobby. Now Joker's turn to take some damage. And Oya now will not let that one slide. They do love to play the terrain just outside of Paradise Resorts. And we already know what exactly it is. Sky9 will start to loot the boxes, pack up some utilities. Enigma still up north, still within touching distance. Genesis as well. DRS again getting caught out by Dewa United. Will not let this one slide at all. STE. Scotty will close that one onto Nathan. Exquisite will be getting caught out. Grenade is good onto Scotty. He's going to be knocked away as well from Lufa Boy. And that will be a closing gap. Another opportunity for Genesis Esports to breathe through the gap. Minor sprays deep onto XQS, but they will make it on 2 versus 1. Trying to breach over to the top. Manages to get a shot, but he's going to be overwhelmed. And STE will be swept away by Exquisite Esports. Again, STE will be forced out of the lobby relatively very, very early. And now opportunities to circle back as well. More and more positions for Genesis, as they have already started to climb once again. 3 eliminations for them. DRS did lose one. Dewa United are not the type to let things go. They're not the type to let things slide. They will make you hurt, and they have hurt DRS by reducing their number, thereby reducing the chances of them getting more points on the board by a significantly 25%. So that brings the numbers up onto sure. But Leo Esports and Oya, those are the 2 teams to look out for in a map like this. Genesis, their rotation pattern is not necessarily the best for playing out of these positions again, but Oya know exactly how to play just outside of Paradise Resort in the 2-2 split. They will play it 2 forward. They will play 1 apiece by the West and the East. Other teams at bay. So that would give you a little bit of an inkling. Play this DR still on the farther end. Plays definitive moment though to see who exactly is what's. Enigma right down to 2. Top G is the 1 that's making things happen here. You already know. It's a little bit of a back and forth going on. Genesis Esports just outside of Tapmog. This is actually my favorite place to be. Tapmog. I do love the area. So tricky stuff from Rig. Dera United finally dealt with, but was it too late? I think they got one point there. So a little bit more than they thought they could. Now, guys from Hora still looking for that opening for themselves. They've got 4. DRS falling from high places. Where could they possibly be falling from? I'm not sure who's falling away, but I believe that was Delta. DRS might be in trouble if they do get caught out there, but I think they should be fine. Nope, play zone is hurting. Gante the next to fall. I'm not sure what's going on with DRS, but they will be eliminated actually there by the play zone. Wow. You'd think you'd seen it all, but DRS back into the play zone. Now Leo Esports have started to cook. Exquisite. Be the victims on the receiving end. As Master Ichi is trying to deal with the guys from Oya as well, but he's going to be blown away from the backside by Malik. And Hora will find a way to squeeze through, but they're down to 2. Genesis Esports do have the numbers advantage still. I believe it's only 2K and DR to have 4 players apiece. And now it's going to take a little bit more for them to hold off on the angles there. The angles are very tight. Northern side for Genesis Esports. I think they will be able to breathe through, but 141 is there. Hacker will spray through, catch a body, will drop one away as well. Leo now playing from Tapmock. Exactly the position I said was going to be favorable. A little bit of a hurt for Fort Road, but he's going to spray. Dammy again, trying to pop through, switches to the DBS, trying to squeeze through a couple of shots, and now we'll shut the door in his face. Leo looking very, very strong. Like I said, this is the game they like. And this is the game they love. Oya now pulling up to the scene to reach right through. One after the other, they start to drop. Slipknot, the next to 4. Liquid pops a Molotov cocktail over the top, but unfortunately he can't make it happen. Drops 2, and he will be swept away by T2K. Jane will shut that one away. But another opportunity for T2K to snatch this one away as well, as they are coming in from the western side to deal damage. And I did talk about how Tapmock is so difficult to breach. Oya still playing on the defensive side, but they still have a player knocked away. And intel has been given away from Sky 9 of beautiful grenade over to the top, and he's going to be swept away courtesy of Suyog. DBS to the head. We shut that one away. Can't give him all of the intel that he needs. And K and Jane over on the back line trying to hold off, and T2K trying to fight so many bodies around the same time. Jane has been on fire, cooking so far. 4 eliminations solely to Jane, and Malik is still outside trying his absolute best to pop through, but Hacker from 141 is still alive, catches DR, the last player, Long J, sends it back into the lobby, and Hacker has been absolutely brilliant today. 6 eliminations solely, and has made it happen for the rest. Molotov cocktail over the top, he's going to be hurt. DBS to the face, and Suyog will shut that one away. 8 eliminations for T2K. Looks like this might be the game for them. 4 players up, 3 teams left, all the numbers available. This is T2K's game to win. Malik finally succumbing to his injuries, and he will fall away. Genesis versus T2K. What can they do? Yumzai again is trying his absolute best to keep them at bay. So 4 versus 2. Oh! Yumzai's position has surely been given now. The moment he peeks out, he's going to be hurt. It's all about the play zone now. If it moves in, he will be fine. At least it will be fine for a couple of more seconds, but the play zone has moved away, and T2K are looking very, very solid here. You have all of the angles covered, peeked out. He's going to be dropped, and Love is going to be dropped right now. And he will be finished by Yumzai. Now an opportunity for T2K, but Yumzai is going to be given an opportunity to work through. Surely will use that angle again. He might be hurt. Molotov over to the western side. He will pop the smoke, but that will be the last one. The Molotov will hurt, and he will be stopped immediately by Rig. T2K, absolutely brilliant performance. What a way to wrap things up. T2K, what a finish. I believe they got at least 11 or 12 eliminations there. As Hacker, yes, this guy was the MVP, no doubt. Absolutely no doubt. 141 Hacker, the MVP. You gotta respect this guy, man. Even from the playoff, he's been cooking. Unfortunately, his team just didn't start well enough. Imagine being the MVP today for his team. 6 eliminations solely from one player. You gotta respect that one. Absolutely brilliant. But Killer, once again, I believe this is the the second time today Killer is in the eliminations category. I think this is the second time as well. He's got 4. He did get 4 in the first game, and he's got 4 now again. Out of I don't know how many eliminations they got this time, but I think they got some interesting numbers to work with. But if you take a look, 20 points for T2K, Genesis Esports in second place with 11, Oya 11 as well. So you already know 10 for Hora. I mean, the top teams are still performing. They're still putting points on the board. DRS with 6 this time, and 141 with 9. DR and 7 with 7 in 6th place. ADE in 8th with 4. Leo with 4 as well. 4 as well again for STE and XQS, bro, in 12th place with 2. Hale in 13th place with 1. And Dara United in 14th place with 1 as well. Enigma sliding off. YG, HGDM, Playbook Esports are not able to score any points today, unfortunately. And that's to tell you exactly what the strategy was. Killer with the distance. And this is the way where always the map where you see the healing points always in high numbers. 8,000. 8,000, and always the lowest throws used. Always the lowest throws used as well. So that tells you an interesting story of how these teams have been able to work through 63 total knockouts, 63 eliminations. I mean, if you're getting knocked, you're getting cooked immediately. And that's to tell you why. But Killer continues to dominate, continues to put the work in. Unox, or rather Nukes, has not been able to rise today for Dell United, unfortunately. I think Kenneth has been doing more work than him, as High Dami as well has not been able to find his footing. Leo Esports have been really struggling today. And Baby Girl, I think that's Sky is still in the mix. But Killer is miles ahead right now, at least 6 to 9 eliminations away. Not to talk about 500 plus damage points as well, to boost things over. So that's to tell you that DRS looks like they will be running away with this one. They continue to consistently put points on the board. Dewa United tried to put sand in their food in this game, but unfortunately it didn't really work out the way they thought. They did get blown away. But Genesis, with that performance, they do climb over into second place, just above the guys from Dell Esports, but still, it's still so tight. Dell with 73, Hora with 70, and that tells you something. It's still unsafe. 6 points away. Come on now, 13 points away from DRS. It's still very much open. DRS is still not safe. But I believe the strategy that they've incurred is still going to do the work for them. Oya, unfortunately, in 5th place to make it happen as well. T2K in 6th. PBE as well. Playbook Esports in 7th, slipping away as well. Leo have been slipping even further into the bottom 8. And Bro have not moved at all. So if we take a look, we already see the drop-off between 8th and 9th. So we already know that Bro will not be cooking any further today. I don't think they're going to make it into that top 3, at least today. It can set up something interesting going into the last 2 games. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to head into Aranjo relatively very shortly. So do not touch that dial. It is the 8-hour Stars Cup Battle of Regions, and we'll be back right after this break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It's the 8-hour Stars Cup Battle of Regions. Your boy Priest bringing the action live. 2 more matches to go. And it's still pretty tight. I can't lie. DRS, Dell United, Oya, Genesis Esports, Leo Esports. I mean, everyone is still battling to get that into that top 3, to get one step closer to that money. But now we're back into the DRS waters. We're back into Eranju, and we already know what time it is. We already know who likes the Eranju party. And we know it's DRS. They love to cook there. They love to feast there. Can they do more of the same? We're going to be looking out. But it is not over just yet. Genesis have been having the time of their lives so far. In every single game today, they have managed to put at least 8 points on the board. And that has catapulted them into second place. Yeah, I mean, at least 8 elimination points on the board. So it has catapulted them into second place right now, ahead of Dell United, but it is only just by a slither. I think they've got like 3 points, just a distance between. So hopefully that will not be too far-fetched for them to handle coming into match 4, Ranjo. They're not necessarily too bad for them as well, because DRS, if they can hold on, DRS today have not slipped off just yet. I think they've been averaging 7 points per match. With that kind of performance, everything should be fine for them, But now we have our playing path from the east to the west, Milta Power, all the way to Primorsk. A lot of tricky scenarios and tricky positions here, but nothing untoward, at least not for the time being. Could be a little bit of a biter for them, but you can see them already heading over to Novo. So it's not a matter of what the play zone will decide. Could be a big one. This could be a big deciding game going forwards. Could be a little bit more off. Most of those teams that do love the North, like T2K, this is going to be a very tricky one for them. Because Savani's surely out of the options here. Unless it's going to be inside of the zone, then they can make that early rotation and secure a position. But I could be wrong. I could definitely be wrong with that one. A little bit of a wake-up call. Well, who is going to wake up? We're about to find out. Because looks like Malik and the rest of his teammates are going to be in the shelter zone. And it looks like some chaos is already brewing there. HGD over to that northwest. Oh, that is called out the western side. Nope, it's actually the east. HGD will be losing another player. HGD have been struggling so hard. They have been struggling really, really hard today. They've not been able to pick up much of anything, fortunately. And it's so interesting because, these are the teams that did qualify from the playoffs. So there were teams that they still did outperform to make it to this stage. But now it's just a little bit much more difficult for them. But it is what it is. And as you can take a look here, you can see a horror making their way a little bit towards the northern side. Hopefully they will find a vehicle before they get spotted out. There's so many vehicles in this game. You would think there's there's different types of engines still, but 141 making their way in here, and they will crash in onto STE. Here they go. 141 at full strength. I would be so impressed if 141 makes something happen here. I don't know if they're aware of Skadi, but Skadi pops in. Will catch a shot. Tries to take 2 for 2 here, but he's going to be dropped immediately. And that will be the end of him, surely. And Miner is already on the ground floor trying to breach as well. 762 is on the way too. And STE will not let this one go unanswered. Ground floor Might be an opening and a baking point for STE, but will they take the engagement? I'm not sure they will. What will not necessarily be the most ideal thing to do right now, because Miner's going to be called out by Sirius. And now that will make STE rethink their options. As you can see, 762 and Newbie will move out of a danger spot. That DBS will always close the door. Super Myzine will be shut out immediately there by that DBS and ADE. Again, the action continues to brew forward. XQS, or rather EQX, Exquisite, getting caught out. Have one player, or rather two players knocked away. And Lufina has been tagged up by Sky. And now we'll be looking for that opening. Might be getting uprooted if he's not careful enough. But here's the opportunity again from Lufaboy. Tries to pop through, grenade in hand. He might be getting dropped off if he's not careful. Switches over. Oh, beautiful shot. With the S686, drops him off. It's relatively very quickly. Hora already on the front foot here. And Exquisite Esports falling one by one. Now they're down to 2. And fourth row getting caught out. UI again, beautiful spray to follow through, but he might be getting run over. The angles are looking tighter as well, and he will be stopped. And Exquisite back into the lobby. They will go again. And this is one of the teams that started the playoffs relatively very strongly, you know. Unfortunately, now they've not been able to crack the code. ADE now. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what Sandhawk does. Chaos. Leo Esports now looking for that opening. Slipknot was able to catch a shot onto that eastern side. Will catch one almost immediately. Choppery tries to pop a grenade. Good grenade, actually. A little bit too far on the backside. Rafai getting called out by Newbie there. The DBS to the face. Will drop him immediately. STE still trying to avenge. Here comes New Banks again. Tries to pop through from the right-hand side. Choppery trying to fight on 2 separate angles. 141. Sent away by STE still. I don't know how they did it, but they made it happen. 141. Once again, getting outclassed by STE. We already have an idea here, but Liquid now switching over to the UMP, and he will be dropping him, but equally will be dropped as well. ADE will not be letting this one work through. Sangam popping off to the right-hand side, switches over left, and DBS again. Bison versus DBS. I believe the DBS wins every time, but no, not this time. Bison will win, and Choppery will catch that shot on, but Slipknot, it's all left to him. Can he pop a grenade over? Liquid sent back into the lobby, but the finish will follow through from Slipknot. He's not going to let that one slide away. Now it's a 1 versus 1. AD versus Leo Esports. Leo have not had the best day at all, and they're not too far off. But Choppery has been absolutely brilliant, holding his own here. But can he make something happen? Who will walk away victorious here? Slipknot or Choppery? Angles looking very, very overwhelming there. He might pop through, opens the door, tries to play from the left, and falls into the short side. Again, the AKM. But he's going to be hurt immediately by the Bison. But the AKM does so much damage. Jump shot is good, but Choppery with the Scar L will close that one immediately. ADE will come out on top. And Leo Esports for the 3rd time, or rather the 4th time, will be swept away relatively very early. Enigma now on the receiving end of some chaos. The guys from Bro trying to breach in. Grenade over the top. Might do the trick here. Enigma again trying to hold on. Top cheek making his way to the scene. Trying to pop through as well. He's going to be hurt. DBS onto the right hand side. But he's going to be struck as well. Claire. Beautiful DBS shot over to the top hand side there. And we'll catch an opening for that angle. Shazam trying his absolute best to hold on. But a grenade onto his head immediately from Claire. Claire's just cooking them. One after the other. The grenades never ending. Top G peaked up a little bit too much. And he will be chased away by Bro almost immediately there, and the rest of his teammates will be cooked. It's all left to him. DRS, you see that position. We've seen them play around here again. Milta, love to see it. Now they have Hale in their sights, but I don't think this is going to mature into anything, honestly. Intel is going to be gathered, but I don't think much of anything about this one. Yeah, I don't think much is really gonna happen, really. Okay, so I did check my Instagram right now, and I saw someone in my comment section, Parivesh Virat. Big shout out to you. Thank you so much. And I'm really glad that you guys are enjoying my commentary. It brings a smile to my face. So thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. This is making me smile right now. As you can tell, but Nukes is trying to pop over. Ooh, he's gonna be dropped away as well by Nang. Another spray into the angles there by Zuzul, but Dewa United have been biting off a little bit more than they can chew here, because Oya will not, they love to play as a unit. They do not necessarily like to play split. You can tell Zul will be forced to forget about the right-hand side, and that was the idea, and Daybot now getting caught out. If he's eliminated, Dewa United are in danger here, and he's going to get sprayed down. The rest of his teammates actually sent back into the lobby. And that's an unfortunate scenario. Dewa United started the day in second place. Now they're in fourth. And it's not looking too nice for them at all. Wow. Wow. 4 eliminations from Hora. And that puts them just above Dewa United. And Dewa United have a lot of work to do now. If they do not survive this, it's going to be curtains for them going into the final third. They had so much potential today. But Kenneth has not been able to rise to the occasion just yet, but I still believe that they can make something happen, but it's just an unfortunate scenario here. Dewa United, hopefully they will be able to rise to the occasion. And Cute Loki is going to be circling the block for YG. There's so much work to be done. Again, big shout out to Parivesh for liking my posts on Instagram, guys. Can't lie. You guys are the ones we do it for. Even if it's one person, I'm a big fan of Parivesh right now. And bro, ooh, that's a nice grenade from range. And Cute Loki will be knocked away there, and it tries to spray onto the left-hand side. Few as well, trying to pop over. Utilities might be the strong link for Bro here. I think they're doing well. Claire is still on the ground. Not been getting picked up, but Few grenade onto his position from Rome Boy, and that might be a game changer for YG. But they are going to make the advance. If they can get a knock with this grenade, it will change the entire dynamic. That's a good grenade. And he's going to be hurt almost immediately there. To pop one over to the top, a Rome Boy unfortunately bites off a little bit more than he can chew. And now the ground floor, somehow Rangers made it inside to get the reset on. But will he make it happen? It's going to take a little bit more to top side. And he sprays down, but unfortunately he can't catch a body just yet. Now another one bites the dust. Props him right through, drops him immediately. Range is cooking here, tries to pop through the open ground, but unfortunately can't count the numbers. He should get the reset, but a grenade right now is not gonna do the job. Nice Molotov actually from range. He's soloing this, he's doing it all by himself. Tries to pop through, catches one, tries to catch two, up through the window. And he's trying to pop it through as well, but YG is still playing very, very tightly as a unit. And TZ's. And that's a beautiful one to finish. As YG, as Vaughn will shut that one immediately. I believe he should have gone for the reset. The moment he popped the Molotov onto the ground floor, I think the reset would have been a wiser choice. But that's a beautiful play from range as a solo man. There's only so much that he could do there. What a way he was able to make something happen from that position. Gotta love that one still. They are going to play off on the southern side, most of those teams. But again, most of the top teams are still up. We've lost just only a little bit of the mid-table teams, a couple of bottom teams, but still very much an open game for that top place spot. Right now, Hora are in the driving seat. Dewa United are down to just one. It is going to be Daybot. It's going to require a lot of heavy lifting to make it into that top 8, where the placement points will start to have value. Really thought Bro were gonna step up with this one, but it's gonna be a long night, or rather a long day for Playbook Esports because they do need to get themselves into the 60s and 70s. They do want to stand a chance against the likes of Genesis, who have been super consistent throughout today. They are trying to get into the 80s. You can take a look at Genesis Esports' position. You can tell that they have a strategy here for playing the terrain. You can see they have so many areas, so many bases covered. Of course, this is very risky, because one of them can get instantaneously slammed into and be overwhelmed. But Enigma down to one is a 1 versus 2 here. If they're aware of his position, as that play zone starts to shrink out, will take a little bit more than some audio cues to make something happen. You can see DRS just skulking around on the northern side, just outside of Milta. They're still holding that position, looking very solid, looking very quiet. You can take a look. Genesis and DRS they do play similar patterns. You can see Killer just having some fun there, spraying onto teammates. Wow, if he had hit that one, I would have lost my mind, because there's no way he can see him all the way from there. But then that's how you have to respect the pure quality of these players, especially the Killer, who has some serious PMGC experience. And that should tell you exactly what time it is. As ladies and gentlemen, this is the 8R Battle of Regions. 8R Battle of Regions, brought to you by 8R and METAGOOGOL.TECH. Don't forget, if you scan that QR code, you will get the METAGOOGL app, that's for sure. You will be one step closer to winning yourself an iPhone 15 for that matter. So all you have to do is follow METAGOOGL on all social media platforms, download the METAGOOGL app, and you get a taste by winning yourself an iPhone 15 while you're at it. Ooh, Playbook Esports now finally getting into some action, and I believe it's going to be against guys from Hora. Imagine that. Imagine the team that is sticking it to you is a team that's trying to keep you from succeeding. Imagine being Playbook Esports right now, getting called out on two different sides. Hail and Hora working hand in hand to rid the lobby of Playbook Esports. Again, one after the other, they start to bite the dust. Oya finally pulling up to the scene there to cook the guys from STE. And 762, unfortunately, getting caught out by Sky9. They're backed away with the DBS forced out of retirement. Forced back into the retirement home. Wait, what is going on here? Oh, last player. Yeah, last player Chronicles. You already know what time it is. The moment I saw him drive into the wall, I knew, yep, that's the last player. He's trying to get some placement points. 40 point. They're into the 40 ranges, but they should try their best to survive a little bit longer. Steaua United do have one player left as well. And ADE too. Enigma as well. There's so many solo players left. I believe there's 4. And that's enough to make up an entire team. Well, you do not want to get eliminated right now, because that will be 0 points for you. Malik and the rest of Hora have 5 to their name. They're looking very, very strong right now. Genesis have only managed 1, and Genesis might just slip away here. But Oya as well, also within touching distance. They have up to 4. P2K have not been able to find anything. They did get that chicken dinner. Can they make it a back-to-back? I don't think so. I think DRS, this might be their game, looking from their position. But hopefully Moonboyless will not get caught out here, because Playbook Esports, They've been able to manage one chicken dinner today. Can they manage something more? It's and what a time for them to breach. It's going to be Genesis Esports now. They're trying to breach, but it's only going to look like a possibility here. They have no idea how vast Genesis Esports split is. It's a very vast split. You can't even breach it from that distance. Moonboilers, but he's going to have to try his best. They are playing a 1-1 split. They do have one in front and one from the back, but it's still too much. They cannot be playing like this. It's too high. The line is too high. Enigma finally getting eliminated there by HGD. The first solo player to be sent back into the lobby. Now we're down to 3. A couple of shots from Giante. DRS, you can tell what the strategy is. They are going to try to play from the southern side. Because of the magnanimity of the play zone, and the play zone is trying to shrink up, we're moving into phase 4 now. 12 teams left, 38 alive. You could take a look at Newbie's position. Now he will be forced to move. Now he's regretting dumping his vehicle from that southern side. DRS and the rest. But T2K, though, from the north, very, very solid, as well as Horror. Both of those teams have so much to play for. Hale as well, coming in from the eastern side. I believe this chicken dinner belongs to one of those teams. If DRS doesn't pull a masterclass, I believe T2K or Horror should be able to make something happen. What kind of vehicle was that? I would have loved to see that again. And Moonboilers trying to pop over there. They will reposition. Genesis now breaching closer and closer. And his position has been given away. He's going to be tagged up. Genesis they know exactly what to do in situations like this. They're going to make sure that Moonboilers is alone, and they will breach him and they will take him out. The moment they will find out, they will immediately find out he's alone. They're going to know, because they will like to play off of that position. They will like to take that house, or rather that compound, and have one person stationed in there, probably Master Ichi, just to play off that forward line. NC2 will spray into Risky again, but HGD on the receiving end. Yeah, yo, what is this car, bro? This is so cool. Damn, that is pretty cool. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, love to see it. There were United finally getting caught up. Yep, looking for that opening. He's going to be hurt. Surely he's going to be... Oh, Killer peeked out a little bit too much there. He's going to be a warning shot, but they will breach his position surely, and that will be the end. Killer getting caught out, but he will be dropped almost relatively immediately. Hale, on the other hand, getting caught. Oh, what a spray that was from Roots. Wow, I had no idea he could spot him and catch him by the head all the way across, but he managed to make it happen. Smoke's already coming out. And DRS have to be very careful now. They cannot afford to lose anyone right now. They do have 3 eliminations in the cut. They will have to play off on that position. Oya now finally losing Sky 9. That's going to hurt them in the long run. Ruts feel that a little bit too much. He's going to be hurt as well. Suyo getting called out. Grenade over the top. Sky only on the receiving end. Playbook Esports not going out without a fight. But Killer has been picked up. And now, do they want to take the engagement against the guys from Hale? I think they do. DRS Masterclass, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to see it. The shots are starting to blew out. But they're not going to let this one slide away. Hale are trying to play off of those positions. But again, DRS, unfortunately, have driven into a tricky position because they can be overwhelmed from the back line. And that's exactly what's happening to them. Genesis Esports are on the back side. That is the problem. They totally forgot about Genesis. And now if Hale know exactly what's going on here, they might use this opportunity to eliminate DRS. But I don't think they know. Oh, grenade from Top G. Beautiful finish. Genesis steal it away. What a finish that was. Master Ichi, and I said it exactly what they were going to do. They were going to have Master Ichi play off the back line and keep the rest of the team up front. And that is exactly what they did. Playbook Esports knew that was going to happen to them. So they made the move. They ran away. DRS getting caught out, and I knew that was going to happen to them. They totally forgot about the backside. They wanted to take the push onto Hale Esports after they got the opening, but they totally forgot about Genesis. They need to work better on clearing the back line. They totally forgot about Genesis. They should have played a 2-2 split, kept 2 in front, played 2 behind, just to get enough intel on the backside, but they didn't. They got into a big squeeze, as Top G did play up to the front row, and Master Ichi, as expected, kept behind, was able to put so much pressure on DRS, and they've slipped away. Now is an opportunity for Genesis to claim top spot, because they do have 4 players up. They do have 5 eliminations, but Hora has 7, and this might be the opening. Oh, what a grenade that was from Long J, and surely that might do the trick. Surely he's going to get a finish onto T2K. Again, the backside looking very, very tricky. YG, down 1, down 2 again. Cute Loki, the last one up, I believe. Trying to peep it over again. He's going to be spotted up. Oh, Boyka getting caught out. DR getting overwhelmed once again. Top side looking very crazy. Grenade over the top. DBS shot through the corners there. Long J tried to peep through, and he's going to be hurt. Trying to breathe through the angles there, but Jigen trying to hold off into the corner. Long J again, still trying his absolute best, but DR have been struggling from day one. Can they hold on? Genesis getting caught out by Hale, actually. And now that one is, wow. Still 10 points behind. Still 10 points behind DRS. Hora now. The ball is in their court. Can they take the opportunity? But Oya as well have got an 8. I mean, it's crazy there. But beautiful spray. And I think Q Loki was able to duck behind cover just in time. DR down to 1. T2K still trying their absolute best to hold off, but Oya not gonna let this one slide at all. They still have 2 players up. One has been knocked away. Rig to close that one out. T2K not going out without a fight, trying to get the reset up to that position. Moonboyless from Playbook Esports is still alive. Hale down to 2 as well. YG still up 3, still playing a defensive zone inside. DR down to 1. Long J cannot get the reset. YG will make this breach. It would be time for them to make it happen. Oh, he missed the grenade shot with that one. And now the S12K will be the weapon of choice. This Jigen is trying to absolute beast mode to deal with this one. Oh, the grenade is going to do a little bit of damage, but he's going to be hurt if he's not careful. Jump shot outside. DBS now tries to squeeze it through. Can he hear him trying to get his HP up? Yes, he is. And the closer the range, the more difficult it is trying to squeeze right through. And that S12K will come in handy. YG pulling up. 10 eliminations in the bag. And now this is a performance they're looking for. 3 up. But they still have a lot to do. Moonboyless is still in the shack. He's still safe for the time being, but hopefully he will not be spotted out. Hora as well, now up to 10. Looking for an angle. Western side, trying to be overwhelming, but they will have the utilities to block the vision. Defensive smokes and offensive smokes coming out from Hora. Here comes Sky. Absolute terror. Grenade over to Moonboyless and the rest of them as well, but Oya on the receiving end. Gevy's going to be spotted out and knocked away. Beautiful finish from Moonboyless. Playbook Esports getting caught out again. Down to 1. He's absolutely frying, but he's going to be hurt. Surely they know his position. No Fear cuts it through, but it is going to be Astro that will shut that down. And Oya as well is still alive, still trying their best to work through as a solo squad. But here comes YG. They want that chicken dinner, but he's gonna be blown away. Fane again to pop right through. No Fair will show no fair. Malik will catch him off. A spray is good onto Astro. 13 eliminations, 3 onto 1. Astro's gonna be overwhelmed. The grenade will be the next choice here, but he's gonna expose himself to the right hand side. And Hora will snatch that chicken dinner. I believe with that performance, first place is guaranteed. Hora Esports. I love the color of their jersey as well. What a way that is. What a way. No Fear was cooking. 5 eliminations, almost 800 damage points. You can't even make this up. Hora continue to advance, and I think with DRS getting caught out, I think Hora did enough to put themselves into first place and shift DRS out of position. I mean, what is going on, man? What is going on? What is going on? What a way to wrap things up, man. You can't even make this up. Beautiful performance. And Oya as well did a magnificent job. I don't know if they were able to rise, but 17 points, that's a big leap. Hora with 24 and YG with 15. I don't know what I don't know YG stepping up now. I don't know if that's a big one to deal with, but Playbook Esports, Hale, and Genesis all getting 6 points apiece. It's going to be a tricky one. DR as well with ADE 5-4 apiece with STE, a T2K in third place. I really thought they were going to do something with the numbers advantage that they have, and unfortunately they stepped away. Westy doing 273 meters. Unfortunate scenes for them, but 183 throws used, 2 airdrops were carted away, but I didn't see no airdrop weapons, unfortunately. I think they got overwhelmed and swept out. But, wow. Insane plays still. 69 total eliminations. I mean, are we going to ever see 100? Okay, I think we've seen 100 once, if I'm not mistaken. I think we saw 100, but DRS getting overwhelmed there. I knew it was going to be difficult. They really had an opportunity to take this one away, but it is one of those things. They really thought they were going to just crash into Hale, take them away, but totally forgot about Genesis there. But Top G's back in the fold, and No Fear as well is also there. But take a look there now. Killer, his gap still within a reasonable distance, 7+. But Baby Girl still in there. I believe that is Sky. Should be Sky at this point. I think at this point it should be Sky. I was able to get 2 eliminations in that previous game. We're able to change the entire dynamic of what exactly is going to be required going forwards. But the overall rankings gives you that. And as expected, Hora jumping over DRS in first place, 94 points. DRS with 92. And it was because of Genesis Esports, 10 points between Genesis and DRS. Same 10 within DRS and Oya as well. Dewa in 73. They're slipping away. They are slipping hard. T2K as well. And Playbook Esports with 60. Again, the gap has started to expand further and further. 20 points, 30. Hora, DRS. They are looking to run away with it slowly but surely. Oya as well. Just bouncing Genesis out of the way there with 3 rank points, just 3. It's gonna be a tricky one. It's gonna be a big tricky one for Oya and Genesis Esports going into the final third. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let's head to a break and we'll have the next game for you right after this. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. It is the 8-hour Stars Cup Battle of Regions, and we just saw DRS get displaced from first place. I know a lot of the fans are not going to like this one. You know, DRS have been giving us back-to-back action, but unfortunately, they got a little way, just a little way, just a little over their heads right now. So they're going to be hurt from that one, but Genesis made them pay for it. And speaking of Genesis, they also get leapt over by Horror as well. So it's not over just yet. We're going to be moving forward into Miramar. And we already know Miramar Genesis do like to turn up there as well. Genesis have been having the time of their lives today. Horror as well. So let's see who's going to finish top of the table coming into the final day. The final game of today's matches is going to be very interesting. Miramar, ladies and gentlemen, that is where the action is going to be moving towards. So let us see who's going to pick up the slack, who's going to pick it up, who's going to take that chicken dinner. You know, chicken dinner is going to be a big definer, a big defining moment going forwards for most of those teams. I don't think any team has I don't think we've had chicken dinners go to, you know, one team twice today. I think we've not seen that happen today just yet. So I'm curious to see if that's going to be the case. And if it is, who's gonna beat the case? If you know what I mean. Again, big shout out to every single one of you that has been riding with me today. I'm super excited. You know. Yeah. So yeah. Oh, okay. I got another comment actually on my Instagram. From Toga. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name properly. So big shout out to you as well. Said I'm doing great. I really love these comments, guys. You guys keep improving me, making me do better. Big shout out to each and every single one of you that are in the comments. Parivesh, especially you. You just launched everything actually. So big shout out to you guys. But a west to east play zone. Now it's gonna be a tricky one still. And I don't know why I've been smiling ever since you guys dropped these comments on my Instagram. So big shout out to you guys. I've just been smiling. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the comments and the love. I really do love you guys so much for all of the comments. I'm glad you guys are enjoying this because I'm enjoying this. I'm having fun. I mean, finals are always crazy, you know. I mean, take a look at today. DRS started on top and they started really strong and they've not really had any bad game. You know, they've not necessarily had any bad game. The only thing they've not gotten is a chicken dinner. But still, they've been putting points up on the board. But now the other teams are just outperforming them, and they are outperforming them by a ridiculous margin. You know, like Horror as well. They've been outperforming. They've been doing chicken dinners as well. You know, I think they've gotten 2 today. Horror. I think they've gotten 2. If I'm not mistaken, I think Genesis has gotten 1. I think unfortunately we've not been getting the GFX for that, but I think Genesis will be getting 1. I think Playbook Esports got 1 as well. Horror got 1 as well. And then we just got Horror. Okay, Horror just got 1. I think 2, if I'm not mistaken. But you know, I could be wrong. It's so difficult to keep up now. But 141 have just not had the best day, especially in early encounters. They've been having so many early encounters. Now it's gonna be Hale Esports. They're gonna have to deal with. Oh, wow. Okay. I really thought that one was going to bounce. I really thought that grenade was going to land on Rafai's head and knock him out completely, but that turns out it's not going to be the case. So, without further ado, I think, and they've lost Hacker already, actually, and that is their top man. Fortunately, that's not going to be the case. But now, speaking of getting overwhelmed, Horror will be losing someone, no fear, courtesy of DR. And this might be the game that Horror will drop points, but looks like do have a look. This, and ladies and gentlemen, I do have to apologize, but this is match 5. The GFX, unfortunately, is not accurate. So this is going to be match 5, actually not match 4. So please take note of that. A little bit of a technical difficulty there, but take a look at Sirius trying to take 2 out on his own. To get overwhelmed there, a little bit of a spray through to the corner, but he's going to be dropped as well by NC2 again, trying to pop over. As Joker chops, he popped him through. Rafai gets 2 down. And the 1-for-1, they know exactly what time it is, trying to breach through. Will he turn his back around? He makes it happen. But Sky Only is there to close that gap with the M16. Beautiful touch. And that was so close for Hale Esports. They could have been waving bye-bye relatively very early. But Hale Esports will live to fight another day. And they will walk away out of here with 4 eliminations. But with a man short, Joker was the victim there. 1-for-1 again, getting caught out early. I really expected so much from this team. From 141, you know, especially with Hacker being one of the MVPs from the playoffs, I really expected so much. But I think, you know, playoffs and finals are different breed of play styles, you know, and I just think 141 just couldn't hack it. You know, JD was getting caught out a lot, actually. Sirius as well. You know, they just couldn't make it happen. But I'm a fan of theirs still, you know. Hopefully they will rise to the occasion next time. But ADE now catching Bro. We'll be catching Hell. Moving over to the quick side. Looks like Federales is trying to catch an angle from the south. And I am loving the split coming in. But hopefully they will not be heard. Yep, vehicle, no. Element of surprise, that's not going to be the case. As Federales will be pulling up to the scene with Claire as well. But AD, it looks like it will be trying to reposition instead. Super Myzine, is he aware of the position? They've been picked up. They're back up. They have 1 elimination in the bag. And Bro will not let this one slide. They want all the smoke. Grenade from Claire. Might decide to pop it right through. Super Myzine does have to be careful. Range will be getting caught out there. Ooh. No idea how that one was able to pop over. Range was able to hang his angles there. And the ground shot again, trying to pop it over as well. The UMP sprays into the smoke, but can't see. Range sent back into the lobby, one after the other. Oh, a nice headshot again, spraying through, cutting through. Claire will follow as well. ADE, one after the other, but 2 down, actually dropped 2. And Super Myzine is there to almost had him. They almost had him. But big shout out to Super Myzine to close that one out. And now the game is open on that mid-table. STEYG, ADE all have the opportunity now to crack into the top 8. But there's still a ways. They are still a ways from Leo Esports, from Playbook Esports. I mean, this might be the game that changes that entirely. Because they will still have to do some significant points, at least 20, you know, to be within touching distance of Leo Esports and P2K. They will have to do at least 20 points, and that's a big number to ask for. That's chicken dinner numbers. You know, chicken dinner, 10 eliminations. That's what you're looking for if you're trying to at least do something. But 94 points, Horror, and they've lost 1. How much more are they willing to risk though? Because we already phase 1 is already shutting down. And we've lost 2 teams already. Got to blame Sanok still. You still got to blame Sanok, that's for sure. And Sanok is the team. It's all about team effort and elimination capability. And most of those teams already giving us exactly what it is they are trying to do here. But Sanok is the play path actually. Okay, I did get a message as well in my DM right now from Darwin. Darwin, big shout out to you. And got a lot of DRS fans here. I'm also a fan of DRS myself, I can't lie. You guys already know that. But it's not, I'm not trying to jinx anyone still, but DRS have not necessarily, you know, been all that impressive today, owing to the fact of how they performed yesterday. So I'm looking forward to more from them. They did have a strong finish coming into Miramar in the final map, on the final match of yesterday's game. I think they did finish in 2nd place with, I think, 6 eliminations or so. So I'm looking out for more as well. You know, I would be looking out for an interesting turn of events here, honestly, but could be a little bit more for them to navigate going forwards. As HGD again getting caught out. I mean, losing yet another player. Dell United slipping all the way to 5th. Now, this is the type of game that Dell United will perform in. This is exactly the type of play zone, exactly the type of switch up that Dell United are known for performing in. So I will be keeping an eye out for them. I think this is the kind of game they do like. This is the kind of game they do like to turn up in. Okay, so we'll be looking out for a turn of events here. Ooh, that's a nice spray from inside, but Enigma getting caught out. Just an interesting turn of position. And I have to be impressed by the, what's the word? I have to be impressed by, the, what's the word? The perseverance, I would call it perseverance of those teams that are in the bottom with, 17 points, HGD, Enigma, DR, Exquisite Esports. It takes a certain level of, mental fortitude to still keep it pushing, even after your team has not necessarily found their footing in 2 days out of a 3-day final. It takes a lot from you mentally, to still keep it going, to still give it your 100%. So no fault to them. David, all of those teams have actually been absolutely brilliant. I'm speaking, from a competitive point of view. It takes a lot, when your team is not gonna, advance the way you thought they were. Speaking of specifically Hale Esports, they started off really, really strong in the playoffs. They were absolutely brilliant to watch. But coming into the finals, they've just not been able to crack it. I mean, you can see them trying to do something, but the strategy just always falls apart. And now Playzone is moving up to the northern side. DR and Hora might run into each other again, because I believe DR did steal a player from Hora earlier in the game. I think get caught out again, but Hora lose yet another player actually. And I think it was DR that made it happen. And DR is trying to snatch that one away. Again, Hora are still not safe. They're just 12 points away from Oya and Genesis. And Genesis and Oya, if both teams can have good games, they can still displace Aura. DRS have a nice position inside of that circle. They will be able to play off of that angle, still going forwards. But ADE now trying to breach into the HGD position. Oh, nice grenade, actually. Just bounced it off the walls, but he's going to be hurt. The moment he decided to pop through that corner. And again, he's trying to circle backwards again to work through Chopri, trying to make an advance into the western side. And now's an opportunity for AD to bleed through again. Chopri trying to circle in, and I believe HGD will be swept away relatively with the quickness, and that will be the end as well. ADE, here we go. 8 eliminations. This is one of those things I keep talking about. You would not expect it, but the team will rise up to the occasion. A bit of a block circle to go forward. They are trying to play into that central position, but Genesis Esports still looking very, very solid here. And Master Ichi and the rest, they will circle and play a little bit of an open terrain. It's quite an exposed zone still, but I think they're trying to get rid of ADE. And now would be the best time to do it. It is phase 2 of the circle. They can play off those angles, but mine are getting caught out by T2K. Rig will spray on and catch him straight off. But can he get the finish though? It's not going to be very likely. Still a little bit of a distance to cover. There will be a little bit of more time to bite as well. DRS can take a look here. They've got their first taste of blood. And I believe it was courtesy of Exquisite. And you can tell what DRS are trying to do here. Trying to hold on, but Dewa United, here we go. Catching one. And Rules will be the victim. He's going to get caught out. Or will they make the advance? I don't think that's going to happen, but he's going for the finish. Daybo is going for the finish, actually. He wants all the smoke, surely. And I don't know if that's going to be wise here. Daybo might get caught out. As Giante tags away his position. And he's going to get tagged up. He's going to be knocked away by Killer. And now Zio pulls up to the scene. Dewa against DRS. This is not the engagement we're looking for, but we're gonna take it. Zio now trying to trickle down and make an advance towards that position. And DRS now circling through Giante, making a push. Here comes Dewa now. They want all the smoke. Nukes on the ground floor. Pops through. S12K in hand. Giante peeks over. Kenneth will knock him clean off. Grenade over the top. Now Giante is in danger as DRS pull up to the scene. And Killer's trying his absolute best to work through, but he doesn't have the angles just yet. DRS down to 2, and Dewa United will not be letting this one slide away. Spray onto Nukes' position, but can't seem to catch the shot. Beautiful spray from Killer as he beaks around the right-hand side. We'll catch him off through, and Kenneth now circling the black again to touch through. Bites the dust as well. DRS will not let this one slide away. Beautiful grenade over the top. This might hurt Killer, but fortunately for him, it's a little bit too short, but they will lose Roos in the process, and they will trade Daybo as well. Nukes again will be the next victim. DRS down to 2. And Dewa United on the receiving end now. DRS will not allow them to escape. You can see the advance going forwards, trying to spray through. Killer surely trying to shut this one out. Now the eliminations go to 3. Surely will pop through as well. Tries to hang him through, and Dewa United will be sent packing away by DRS. 5 eliminations for DRS in the process. It's a little bit too unorthodox there, but Dewa United biting off a little bit more than they can chew, and DRS will shut the door in the face. But they will pay an ultimate price. They will lose 2 in the process. But they will hang on just a little longer. And I'm sure the rest of the lobby has seen what has just happened. They know what they have to do now. They know that DRS are not at full capacity. But now they will have to find them at least. And this is where, the VOD reviews will come into play. By this time of the circle, if you've been, paying attention to the Miramar games, watching the stream with your team, you would know the exact position, DRS could possibly be in if you're trying to eliminate them, because you can see them just south of San Martin coming in from the northern side. But hell, what a spray that was. Choppery will catch him. And Sky only sent out of the lobby right quickly by Super Myzine. What a spray that was from AD. And getting caught out, that's a dangerous one to circle backwards from. Playbook Esports have been having an on and off performance today. It's been overwhelming so far. There's a little bit of a tricky position for them. They've not been able to work through their performance so far. They're still in the 60s. And it's looking very, very tight for them. But T2K are the team right now that have a lot riding on their performance in this game. Dewa United have slipped away. T2K now have the opportunity to overtake and outperform. Will they be able to do it? Leo Esports finally getting their hands dirty, but to what end? They will be able to squeeze out a couple of eliminations, 2 at most from Exquisite Esports, whatever was left from them. But they still have a player inside of the MVP rankings. I believe that's Dami. And with the way they performed today, it's a little bit tricky to hold them off. It is tricky to circle back as well. Romeo boy trying his best to pop through there. NC2 does have a sight line. He does have a clean shot, but all he had to wait for just that opening to make it happen. But Tiger might have an angle in that position. Ooh, the trigger discipline there will be absolutely crazy. And Genesis Esports now will be on the receiving end of some chaos as well. But Vaughn, or VN, I would call him Vaughn actually. It sounds much more fun. Yeah. Then it's just an opening spot. I think YG caught a little bit of a tricky one there, but Top G getting knocked away. I don't know if he will be getting picked up. The split is quite a dangerous one, but I think he can be picked up. I think Genesis can and will take the risk. But 82 points apiece between them and Oya. That's going to be a battle. And Oya already have 2 eliminations on the board for themselves. Genesis cannot risk losing any players. They cannot risk not making it in. Michi from Playbook Esports will be a thorn in the side for Genesis, but they will hurt him in return. And he will be traded. Genesis Esports will not let that one slide, as he will be hurt as well. And Enigma just peeking out a little bit of that promotional position coming in from that edge of the circle. Playzone has moved a little bit forwards and will force a move from them as well. The Playzone is not friendly right now. This is not a trick position, but Playbook Esports will be dispatched relatively very quickly after engaging in all of those movements. Genesis Esports still holding on and finally found themselves their first elimination. And now they will be chasing after Oya as well. Oya have the numbers advantage. They've not lost anyone just yet. And every single situation here will count coming into the final third. DR now within a sniffing distance of Leo Esports, and Leo already have 2, so the morale is on the high side. And another one bites the dust. Mafia Ninja now this time. Horror will lose yet another, but will he get flushed out? Yes, he will. And Horror Esports, ladies and gentlemen, will be eliminated. Only 1 point they were able to salvage coming into this game. And now it's an opportunity for Genesis Esports and Oya to steal this one away from Horror. And ADE peeking forwards. If you take a look, they are spread deep inside of that warehouse position. They're not going to come out for any reason. They have a play zone to protect. They have an angle to work through. And Oya already have them by the angle covered as well. Mia was spotted and hurt a little bit there, but will reposition and get an angle as well. But Astro and DRS will peek into the position as well. Damn it, with a beautiful spray and a beautiful flush to send DR back again. Long J will be squeezed over to the back lines. Will try to hold off again, trying to circle back into that position. But grenade from Liquid is perfect. Will drop onto the skull there of Boyka again. He's going to be swept away. Himson and the rest of them will have to reposition and find a new way into the zone. Slipknot also making an advance from the northwestern side. And Enigma taking serious damage from Genesis Esports. One after the other, they start to fall. The numbers starting to dwindle in. And Oya will be losing one player. Now they're tricked out. Genesis up to 3. Take a look. The play zone is forcing them out. Genesis again up to 4. And now Oya is in trouble. They've slipped into 4th, but Master Ichi getting caught out from the back line. And Genesis will lose yet another player to the back line. Totally forgetting that position. Westium and that boy will be the last 2 left for Genesis. And every decision they make going forwards will have consequences, ladies and gentlemen. Oya's position is squeezing through. DRS sitting comfortably with a 2-man step, but Killer will fall to the play zone again, to the play zone. DRS falling to the play zone time and time again. We saw this happen in Sanhok, and it's happening here all over again. But they do have 6, and the placement points have not started to count just yet. Losing out here means losing out on placement. You cannot be losing out here. T2K still looking strong. Green everywhere. Killer falls to the play zone. And zone 5, this is where you cannot risk being in the blue. Being in the blue, resources will go down the toilet, that's for sure. YG still looking very, very solid. But they've not got any eliminations just yet. And that's a tricky one to hold off, because the first elimination they will run into, there's a chance that they will be swept away. ADE up to 10. But still, that performance is not making a dent so far. Himson peeks out. He's going to be hurt. He will fall back again. Leo Esports finally getting their footing after 6 eliminations, but it's a little bit on toward Delta, deep into the blue zone. And he's taking serious damage. And he's got a couple of healing kits there. He will be able to heal up. But Oya now in the on the receiving end. Sky9 tries to pop one over. Nang falls away. And back into the danger zone they go again. Sprays are good. getting caught out. Oya now sent back into the lobby courtesy of Leo Esports. And now Genesis can relax. But T2K, this is the performance that will surely see them do something special here. Because Leo Esports have made their mark. And they are in within touching distance going into the final third. Genesis now with 82 points. And 6... with 86 in total so far. There's so many angles to pop right through. What a nice spray from NC2. We'll catch Cloud out exposed over there. Surely a grenade will follow suit, but will not be able to do that much damage as Hale are trying their absolute best to work through. STE holding the high ground, holding the buildings, but they do not have the play zone. An angle looking to force through from Hale Esports. Surely will play from inside deep, and Tiger and the rest of the Hale team now making a squeeze inside. And the grenade will work through. Leo biting off a little bit more than they can shoot. ADE will close them out immediately. 13 for ADE. DRS finally falling to the play zone. One after the other, they start to hang around. But T2K have not been able to pack the eliminations I was expecting them to pack through. And it's all a chicken dinner. And a couple of eliminations will do for them now going into the final third. Dewa still within touching distance for them, but DR still holding on, and as a solo man in the corner there, just deep prone into the angles. Genesis Esports, on the other hand, are looking very, very strong in their rotation, in their position. Like I said, Miramar is the map that they do enjoy to perform in, and Scardy's trying to get an angle there, bounces the grenade off, but unfortunately he has his physics crisscross, can't seem to get the angles right. And NC2 and Tiger still chilling on the ground floor, but STE do have a fantastic position just on the high ground there. A vehicle would come in handy here, but NC2's grenade, will it connect to Scott? That's a beautiful grenade. Will it hurt? Oh, that's a good one, but unfortunately it will not do the job. Oh! Ha! Newbie will connect, and just as the play starts to advance, that is when the grenade will do the damage. But STE will be forced to make a move here, but unless they will decide to tank it inside instead. Beautiful grenade over the top from Tiger, and I believe that was the closing gap there, and that will make it happen. Now we're down to 5. 8 bodies in the cut. YG still somehow manages to make it inside, pops over. No elimination points just yet, but T2K looking stronger and stronger. Chicken dinner is not too far-fetched for them. Genesis down to 1, and T2K is trying their absolute best to work through. Tigers made it inside somehow, but there's so many solo players here. T2K have the numbers advantage. Rig pulls up again, but he might be overwhelmed there. Tigers prone on the ground floor, might catch him off guard. Hale Esports have the angles to cover, but YG still have another base to play off of him as well. And Hale might be the team that makes it happen here. T2K have only been able to manage 3 eliminations so far, but Hale do have 7 on the ground. Here they come. Rig pulls up, immediately sweeps Tiger away. Now the confidence starting to brew forwards. Yangon again trying the absolute best to clock into that top 2, but Genesis still alive, still kicking. Westy is the man. Keeps the numbers up for Genesis Esports. But it's all a matter of who's going to be eliminated first. Spray over to the northern side. And YG made it this far, but no eliminations in the bag. So it's all about placement for them now. I don't even think he's going to get any elimination at this point. It's all a matter of second place and third place now. Who's it going to be? Playzone is starting to squeeze up. And he's starting to move relatively very quickly. Westy's in a beautiful position. He doesn't have to move. But I believe Suyog is aware of his position. A grenade might do the trick here, but they don't have an intel. They do not know exactly where he is. And he's in a dangerous spot. He can make something happen. It's a 3 versus 2. I don't know if they're aware that's a solo player, but that's a good grenade. Perfect grenade. Over the top. Trying to catch Westy's position. He peeks out. And he's changed his positions. That Molotov cocktail was gonna burn. He's down to 1 HP, but manages to survive a little further now. Rig will pull up. The moment he peeks up, he's gonna be hurt almost immediately there. And YG down again, trying to circle block. He's aware. He's been spotted. Rig has an idea on his position. Now trying to deal with him as well. But they do not have all of the facts just yet. We want to take a risk. Actually need to pop over there, but Vaughn is trying to pop his own grenades. And a grenade over here might change the dynamic of this game going forward. T2K now trying to pop the offensive smokes. They do want to make the push. They're trying to get at least 6 eliminations out of this. It would be worth more for them going forwards. And here comes Suyok again. Oh, he's trying to pop through. He might be dropping off. And beautiful play from T2K, eliminating both players at once. So I have no idea who went down first. But I believe, I have no idea actually. I have no idea who went down first. Between Genesis and YG, I have no idea. But T2K, another chicken dinner today. 2 chicken dinners today. Will it translate to anything going into the final, the last day? I think it will. T2K still putting up. I think they did get a Sanok, and now they've gotten Miramar under their belt. Well, Killer is the MVP. He was absolutely brilliant in the defensive mode for DRS, dealing with the guys from Delaware United. I believe that was where he was shining. So you have to respect his performance so far. He has been absolutely brilliant. Brilliant. Still adding more and more damage, more and more elimination points down into the cut. I do love to see it, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful display coming in from Killer, but even much more beautiful coming in from T2K. Chicken dinner, 6 eliminations, I believe. Just enough to catapult them into a reasonable part of the leaderboard. It's still not over just yet. There's still more to come. Super Next is actually on doing 600 there. I believe ADE did have some big numbers, coming into this game. Didn't really necessarily translate to much. If they did get a chicken dinner, it would have put a spanner in the works of so many other teams. But fortunately for those teams, they didn't make it happen. AD in second place with 16, pairing up with T2K and Genesis as well, managing to keep it alive with 11. Hale as well with 11. Leo with 10. DRS with 7. Again, DRS will not die. They will continue to put points on the board, but today was not the best performance from them at all. I don't think they got up to 10 in any match. I think they were doing a whole lot of 9s and 6s and 7s. Still on average. They did well. FTE as well. YG, DR, all stepping up in this final match of today. But it is not over just yet. 399, almost 400. I think this is the highest I've seen from Mia, from ADE. Yeah, I think this is the highest I've seen. 399. That's a big number. 59 total knockouts and 61 eliminations. This is always interesting to see how these numbers are always so close. Always so close. Killer still in front with 30. 30 from Killer. He's trying to do double digits. He's trying to do a double. He's trying to lead with a double. 30, 36 would be a double for the rest of the competition. 18 times 2 is 36. If he does 36, that means for every elimination that the rest of these teams are making, he's doing 2. That's what it means. Leo as well, finally stepping up. Dami was able to put some numbers on the board for himself, also clocking into 18. But ladies and gentlemen, take a look at that. DRS back on top with 99 points, just one shy of 100. But it's not over just yet. 95, 93. Genesis still chasing. Horror chasing as well. Wow. Oya as well in 84. T2K in with 82. They were United with 75. Yes, they slipped all the way to 6th. What a fall off that was. But it's not over just yet. We still have one more day to go. And it's gonna be a tricky one for them to hold off going forward. But Leo Esports finally getting themselves some interesting points. Playbook Esports as well. But, ladies and gentlemen, it's a tricky one. It is absolutely tricky to keep up the performance. It is so difficult. The stage it gets harder. It gets harder by the day for most of these teams. But you have to respect their willingness to never give up, especially a team like Genesis. They didn't start on the best terms. They picked up I think they're the only team that picked up the momentum from yesterday coming into today. Yesterday they finished from day one, they finished very strongly from day one, and they kept it going from there into today as well. So Genesis was the best performing team today. Generally, they were. And Horror as well, super consistent from day one, consistent to day two as well. I think they were able to snatch away one chicken dinner as well. And I think T2K got two chicken dinners for themselves for all their troubles, but that's not enough. They need to do better. They need to do more. And DRS, not the best performance today, but not the worst either. They still continue to put the points in, and they still finish in top place. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's the 8-hour Stars Cup Battle of Regions. Do not forget to follow us on all social media platforms to stay up to date with the 8-hour Stars Cup and all of the content to follow through from METAGOOGOL.TECH. Without further ado, it's your boy Priest. Big shout out to every single one of you that tuned in. I enjoyed today's game, and I'm even going to enjoy the final day because I know there's still more drama to unfold. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you in the last day of the finals. See you then.